No, real quick.
What?
Scrooge McDuck versus Mr. Krabs. Who would win?
Oh,
In a death battle.
Scrooge.
Why?
He's more decorated.
He's been on more adventures.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wait, but isn't Mr. Krabs like some sort of war veteran as well?
I have no idea.
Where are you pulling this
No,
from?
they mention it all the time.
Really?
Yeah. Or am I just that much of a SpongeBob mark?
Probably.
No, yeah.
I mean,
absolutely.
I've
I
never
love
heard this
SpongeBob.
actually.
At some point in SpongeBob, through the many seasons, they show his ID as well. I may have watched a SpongeBob lore theory video, but
Oh, yeah, maybe that's it.
basically, it outlines the timeline, and Mr. Krabs being born at that certain time frame makes him the exact age to be part of the Vietnam War.
Crazy.
Okay.
That
Okay,
is-
Yes,
okay,
and at some point they say he is a veteran.
This is the first time I've heard of this.
Yeah, me too. He fucked the whale though,
Interesting.
so that's something.
Yeah,
How'd he
yeah.
get Patty?
You mean Pearl?
Pearl, sorry.
Dude, like I in my head canon, I always thought that Pearl was adopted. You think?
Yeah, maybe that
don't
explains
know.
it too.
In my head, it's more fun that Mr. Krabs did it with a whale,
I mean, you're not wrong.
right? Like, what would you prefer here?
There are some other theories out there that say that Pearl's not his daughter.
Oh.
That Pearl's like this some sort of
Accident?
No,
Or-
that Mr. Krabs is some sort of sugar daddy.
Oh
Holy
no,
shit.
that's bad.
Yeah.
Yikes.
A
Yikes.
different dad.
No.
then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
different dad.
Yeah.
He does that. He does that a lot. She does that a lot.
So you're going Krabs on this one?
Moving on from
Yes, please.
really creepy Mr. Krabs implication lore theories. Who is hosting this episode
No,
of the podcast?
I have a better segue.
Oh, what?
Remember the one episode where Mr. Krabs turned out to be a robot?
Yes.
Speaking of robots, Samson,
Okay.
please intro the show.
Oh, all right. That's me, Miguel. All right, let's go and do this. So, welcome. This is proper. Like that's after the credits, after
Good
the opening.
explanation.
After the opening
Good
scene.
you gave us this roadmap of
Yeah,
edits.
Yeah. Speaking of edits, welcome to episode 43.
Yes.
Yeah.
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
Yeah, of our show called The Good Trades, where we punch each other with stories and everyone takes damage.
Critical. We're inching ever closer to episode 69, so
Oh,
I'm looking forward to that.
nice.
No, me, I'm a long-term sort of man. I'm looking forward to episode 420.
Whoa, okay.
Sure. In a country where it is very much illegal to do that. Nah, I'm just fine.
This country.
Yeah. Anyways, that's the country. So I'm your host for today, since the actual host Migoy is out of commission.
Oh no.
Out with the fam bam.
Whoa.
He's the savior. Without him, we will all be assimilated.
Yeah, I like this this third episode of this arc where I host and narrate this robot apocalypse
What?
that's happening.
Why did we let you do that? by the way?
Yeah.
Or maybe that's part of my plan. Anyway,
Or maybe we had no choice in the matter.
I mean,
This is an audio format show. Who knows? He could be pointing robot guns at us.
It could be. Our mics have become self-aware, and the beings known as Raffy, Miguel, and Emile no longer exist.
And
I mean-
this audio recording could be some sort of fabrication by the robots.
I mean, have you guys even reading the description of the episodes lately?
I actually have.
So
have.
I am
Holy shit, what?
gonna be your host for this episode. Me, Miguel, from Too Much Gaming, also from the Dead Show, Noobs and Cubes. But we're still streaming. But I'm gonna be host since Migoy is out of commission. He needs some repairs and stuff. So beside
You
me,
know, those human repairs.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Beside me, of course, is the muscliest, bustliest, gassiest, geekiest, and gladdiest.
There's a new one in there.
Yeah, I just slip it in.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Raffy latest.
Pop, pop.
Don't stop.
Don't stop.
We're gonna do this.
Yep.
Oh, no.
Yep.
Oh man, and of course, last but not the least, Emile from Emile in the Morning at Night, our Peach Master and I guess podcaster.
Good evening, everyone.
What?
It is I, Emile, in the morning at night, where I talk to interesting people over a cup of motor oil at night.
Oh man,
like
yeah,
that.
that's good. I think we should stop
So-
this
Yeah,
robot
yeah.
arc after
Yes.
this
But
episode.
yeah, that's what it would sound
Okay.
like if I hosted my show as a robot. I would talk to interesting machines.
Oh, I want to do that because that would ruin the illusion of trying to blend in with humanity.
No, yeah.
Right.
Yeah. No,
Glory to humanity.
Anyways, yeah, how's your weeks for today?
weeks.
Because that is, I believe, something that we haven't had any during last week, and it's
I like
a
how-
bit of a
I
problem.
like how every week we say we don't have a week, and then no,
There's still
no,
a bunch.
Yeah,
and
there's still a
then
bunch.
we say a bunch, and then almost always exactly after we hit stop on our recordings, we remember a whole bunch of shit that
Right.
happened in the week.
Right,
which is
exactly.
a shame. But yeah, I think the most interesting thing that happened this week was from you, Raffy.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you for your vote of confidence, sir. Thank you very much.
No, Raffy,
So,
the
take-
most interesting
Dude, yes.
man in the world.
Okay.
Oh, that's a
I'll
new
go for it.
title.
No, yeah.
In your sash of titles
It's so
and business
interesting.
cards.
Yes, I think you're alluding to our big Mario Kart showdown that happened at Versus.
Oh
Yeah.
God, yeah.
Dude, that was so fun. Okay, so I've uploaded the video on the Good Trades
Oh.
Brigade group.
Okay.
So if
Interesting.
anyone wants to see the video, you can all join that group. It's relatively easy to do. Just click on the thing on Facebook,
Mhm.
and you can watch it over there. It'll be on the Good Trades Facebook page in a while
Yeah.
when this episode comes out.
Oh
probably.
yeah, for sure.
But yeah, so basically, what happened at Versus this week was Mario Kart tournament.
Yeah.
So
The arcade
and-
version.
Yeah, the arcade cabinet version of Mario Kart, and the whole night it was gonna be any challenger can step up and do the time attack at the first course at the blah, blah, blah
Mushroom
settings,
Hill. Yeah, whatever.
at the Mario track,
hmm
and then best score.
The fastest thing alive will win the
Yeah,
tournament.
the first they were keeping track of the times.
Yeah,
and all
that
that
sounds
stuff.
fair.
Time attack.
Yeah.
Time attack.
Fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like
But,
it.
So the whole night, we were trying to beat like Bandit, the regular DJ at Versus. We were trying to beat his score because he's always there like every day playing Mario Kart, like working and playing Mario Kart like an
Is he,
asshole.
is he a speed devil?
He's a Mario Kart
devil?
mark. Like and both cabinets have all just the top 10 scores are like the top 10 times are like Bandit.
Damn.
Oh yeah, I saw.
It is ridiculous. Like
This is the
he's
game.
beast at the game. And then a certain Emile Tanglao rolls through,
yeah.
obliterates
What
his,
is this
his
ghost
score.
of Akina?
Dude, yeah. He timed in at I think Bandit's best time at the start was like 157, was it?
Yeah,
Or
157.
157, and throughout the night it got progressively faster and faster as they were playing.
Mm-hmm,
And then one Emile Tanglao shows up and goes like 143.
In the first
No,
try.
153. 153.
153.
153.2 seconds.
Wow,
Damn.
you remember.
I
still, huh?
remember.
On the
I'm pretty
first
proud of
try,
it.
okay.
So it turns into this one-upsmanship between him
Damn.
and Bandit, like trying to get a better time than 143.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, because it started off at 157, and
Yeah.
Bandit was like all confident and shit.
Yeah.
So like, yo, no one's gonna beat me, dude. I have the top score. Like that's it for the night. I show up and I make 156.
Exactly.
Oh shit.
And he's torn away from his turntables.
Oh dude.
And he's like, yo, it's on. It's for real now.
Sound like Donkey
and,
Kong.
And he gets back on the Mario Kart machine and brings it down, shaves off like a few more milliseconds.
Yeah.
Shit.
Like he matches my 156
Yeah.
and shaves off a few more milliseconds off it.
Yeah.
I get back on 154. He gets back on 153.5.
Oh shit.
I get on 159. He beats me by a few milliseconds.
Right.
Okay.
Then he has to go back to his turntables.
get a job.
When he goes back to his turntables, I fine tune my line. I super perfect my drifts.
Yeah.
I find the most optimal way to run this
The
course.
optimal apex line
and
per turn.
I make 153.2.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Nasty.
Yeah.
Dude, you showed that weakness, Bandit. You gotta make that money. You're clearly cooler than all of us, being a DJ. But yes, Emile outshined you at this point. So Emile was top scorer nearing the end of the night. At which,
Okay.
like I think at 12 o'clock, like I was under the impression that the top score was gonna win.
Yeah.
That means this boy Emile's gonna win
Yeah,
that
automatic
cap or
champion.
that Jameson bottle.
Yeah.
Right? So what we didn't know was at the end of the night, it wasn't the top score who was gonna win. It was the top 4 scores that go head to head in battle mode.
Hey, that's actually interesting.
That's fun.
That's like
It's
Formula One.
Yeah. So like it's interesting, but like
Yeah,
that
they didn't
wasn't what
yeah,
we
they-
were led to believe.
Yeah.
And then I feel like they got boned because what happened next was Henrik, one of the regulars at Barcade, went up against Bandit head to head, and me versus Emile. We both knocked out Bandit and Emile. The third and fourth place
Oh,
beat out
jeez.
first and second in the battles.
No, yeah,
Underdogs.
absolutely.
Okay, that's why you said underdogs.
No,
in
yeah,
the
absolutely.
Right.
And
stories.
me and Bandit, we've optimized this course.
Exactly.
So when you're thrown into the actual
Yeah.
versus race,
Right.
You'll get
it's-
messed up.
No, first of all, it's not just you and your opponent.
Yeah, there's
it's you, your
CPUs.
opponent, and 2 CPUs
Yeah,
messing
yeah.
with you.
Right.
And next, everyone has fucking items.
Yeah.
Everyone has
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
items. It's like,
It's-
what the fuck?
Dude, and like but you could so they were really good on their own, but when we roll up with the battle items and the stuff, we ended up beating them. And
Oh,
like
yeah.
Yeah.
the way I was telling the story afterwards was like, yo, when boxers do the shadow boxing all alone,
Yeah. They
they
feel
look
confident.
like the most
yeah.
pro shit, right?
They look like
Hand
champs.
speed is so fast.
Yeah, but when you're in the real
opponent's
fight,
in a real fight.
yeah, you gotta get ass to
So I was
make.
getting cocky off of that.
Oh, man.
And there's a whole video on the Good Trades group, the Good Trades Facebook group that you can watch. It's our whole race together, and like, multiple times during multiple laps that Emile would pass me at the very last turn, but I had an item.
Yeah, you have an item.
Dude, that was the most
Oh my
fucked up shit.
God.
Because my brain is trained to like, yo, turn's coming up. This is my chance.
Yeah,
I know Raffy
you
can't,
attack.
No, I know Raffy can't drift this as good.
Yeah.
So I will go on the inside and pass
Oh,
him.
what a
Yeah, yeah,
racer.
Right,
Yeah,
right,
yeah,
right,
yeah.
right. Because Raffy takes his turns wide.
yeah,
Mm.
I do.
So I'm gonna come in from the inside, take over. The second I take over, I'm hit by a fucking bedpan or something, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, too soon, Junior.
Yeah, what the hell?
Multiple times.
No, yeah, multiple times,
man.
multiple times.
But the last one, the last lap was just, oh man, it's just miserable. I
He
saw
could
that.
see the finish
Yeah,
line.
yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And then just slow down.
I just like I don't even kind of throw the item at him. It was more of like, here, hold this. It was so right in his ass.
No, yeah, I was like,
Oh, no.
but like me and Bandit got to talking actually.
Okay.
Like because he got so excited.
Uh-huh.
Like Bandit's energy level was so high
Yeah.
that entire time because I was hanging out in the smoking room.
Yeah.
And like he would go look for me in order to talk to me because he was like, "Yo, man, like I haven't felt like this since I was a kid."
Oh, shit.
Oh, wow.
No, because apparently he was a big arcade junkie as a kid,
Oh.
and like he would play all the racing games. His big game was Initial D.
Yeah, all right.
And like apparently like he told me that back in the day he got featured in a magazine
Cool.
for
Really?
winning some sort of initial D competition.
Whoa.
Wait
yeah.
a minute. Who's this guy?
No, dude, like he was telling me that he was like 12 or something,
Yeah.
and he was fighting grown ass men in the arcade,
Oh,
and he was
shit.
beating them.
What a child prodigy.
No, yeah, and like he was also telling me that like this was like a for reals competition, like people like from around the country flew in.
Holy shit.
Yeah, just to fight in initial D and stuff. And like he was telling me that at 12, like he couldn't even like reach the pedals, but he was beating them.
Damn.
Damn,
No, yeah,
dude.
yeah.
The
Like,
AK
holy
of
shit.
initial D.
Dude, Bandit was like he was like ecstatic that like his whole thing was like I haven't felt like this in ages.
Which is anime as fuck, right?
Yeah, it fucking reignited his fighting spirit or something.
Dude, he was like, yo, dude, this feels so fucking good. It's been a while since I've had a real race.
Is he Godfoot?
Dude, that guy.
Is he fucking Godhand or
Fucking love you,
Godfoot?
Bandit.
Man,
So it's been a while since I've
is
seen
Bandit his
real
his also,
racing.
is Bandit also his like racing name Initial D
Dude,
or
I don't know,
Might
man.
be.
I
I
have
don't
no
know.
idea.
now I'm
don't
pretty
freaking know.
interested in who he is during the Initial D days.
Dude, yeah,
But-
I'm super curious too. You
Yeah, because
like
I know some arcade racers back in the day, so you know it might be it might be him. you know?
Your one rival? Is
No,
he
no,
the
no, I
Gary to
mean-
your Oak?
No, there's some
No, wait.
like there's a good team
Yeah.
before Initial D who just dominate every arcade scene or every area.
was it a small
be.
child that looked like he would grow up to be a DJ?
Was it a what is it?
I
Was
can't
it a
remember, dude, but
Was it a small child with dreadlocks who was playing Umbrella and then Sunflower?
back in the day.
Back in the day.
Yeah, man, he
He
knew.
predicted it.
He knew. He knew.
Yeah.
Dude,
yeah,
like
but yeah.
the one thing about this fucking competition,
Mm.
like, cause I got there, I was planning to just chill,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Because I had finally fixed my schedule. I set aside some me time, and I said like, "Yo, I'm gonna drop by versus Barcade, not for work, not to do any business.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna chill, actually join whatever competition they have going on tonight, and just hang out with my friends."
Yeah.
And then you guys had to bring up Mario Kart because like I'm a big arcade racing nut too. Like,
Yeah, dude,
But
yeah.
instead of initial D, I'm more of a maximum tune guy.
Right.
Like there was so much
noticed about
money
you.
I spent on maximum tune back in the day.
Ooh, baby.
Like
Yeah, I saw the card.
yeah, I still have
saw the
cards.
cars.
I still have the cards. I still have the cars. Like it just feels really good perfecting your line and shit. Like it's super cool. But when you guys said that it was a time attack challenge, like my blood just like my blood ignited.
Together
Dude,
forever.
like just shaving off milliseconds off your time every run is such
Yeah.
a satisfying feeling
Yeah,
for
dude.
me.
Got
That's some of my favorite things to do in racing, like arcade racing
No,
games.
yeah,
like
absolutely.
Putting your mark,
No,
putting
yeah.
your legend.
No, I think that machine still
The
has me
machine.
at number one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hopefully that machine still has me at number one.
And then
But-
when you see it, it's just Bandit.
I mean, he's there every day.
I've
so
got
that's
you.
Like a minute.
I've got you,
no
Emile.
fair. That's no fair. But dude, like, so Maximum Chewin.
Yeah.
I've been playing for a long time.
Oh, yeah.
Mario Kart Racing Arcade GT.
Yeah, yeah.
No.
No.
But surprisingly, kind of like you adopted to it.
No, yeah, exactly.
Very quickly.
No, the thing is, like, when I found out it was time trial, I got excited.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
then I got non-excited because, oh wait, this is Mario Kart. This isn't Initial D or anything. This isn't Maximum Tune. And I got on the steering wheel. The thing is, it's like, the steering wheel is really, really small.
Yeah.
And really, really light. It doesn't fight you or anything.
Oh, there's
Nope.
no force feedback
No,
or anything.
there's no force feedback.
Whoa.
No nothing
Power
like that.
steering, no.
Interesting.
It's like you're driving nothing.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that was number one. I had to get used to a small wheel with no fight, right?
Right.
So it kind of felt like a toy. And it's okay, we can adapt to that.
Yeah,
sure.
And then I tried drifting, and then I was like, this is weird because like it doesn't drift like a normal car. It
Wait a
drifts
minute.
like a Mario Kart.
Like a kart
Why-
racer.
yeah,
Yeah.
like a kart racer.
Why are you narrating like Takumi all of a sudden?
Shit, man. Then I was like, what if I drift like I do in like Initial D or something, or like maybe in Maximum Tune? So like I start tapping on the brakes, right?
Jesus
Dude, I
Christ.
start tapping on the brakes just to get a little traction going.
Oh.
And then the most miraculous thing happens. My Mario Kart jumps.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, jumping. This is how I drift.
Yeah.
This is how I drift in this game. I jump and drift into it. And like from there, it just became optimization after optimization. Like on this turn, I have to jump twice to achieve the maximum drift. On this turn, like I turn into it, then drift. You know, shit like that. And eventually, me and Bandit, this was the next step that brought us to the next level.
Yeah.
Because after you beat a certain time in time trial mode, you unlock something that's called the staff ghost.
Yeah.
Which is basically a staff member who developed this game
Oh shit.
as a ghost racing against you in time trial, right? This ghost is the guy who's been developing this game, and he's pretty aces at this course, right?
Naturally, yeah.
Naturally. So when me and Bandit were doing the time trials, like we didn't talk to each other, we didn't like arrange this or anything, but we were apparently doing the exact same thing. We unlocked the ghost, and then we would do the race with the ghost and watch the ghost.
Nice.
We would watch the ghost and see what it did in order to perfect these turns.
Yeah.
That's how we
Impressive.
discovered that on the first turn, you need to jump twice.
Right.
And on the
'Cause it's really wide.
No, yeah, absolutely. And on the second turn, you need to turn into it first, then you jump. Right.
Into it, then jump.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah. That's how we discovered it.
Okay.
And then eventually it was about beating the ghost. It's like if we weren't in front of the ghost, we weren't good enough. And
You're not first, you're last.
dude, and it came to the point that like after we had done all of this, all of the optimizations, and we were just fighting for milliseconds on 1 minute 53 seconds, like me and Bandit like hung out in the smoking room again, and he was like, yo man, how are you optimizing your drifts and shit?
Oh shit.
And then I was like, yeah, this, that. And then I was even like, yo, are you using the start boost? When the light hits green, hit the gas pedal, you get a boost. He's like, yeah, I'm doing that.
You were comparing notes.
Yeah, we were comparing notes.
Damn.
And then like I was like, you know what's cool though? The staff ghost. And then he was like, dude, I was just about to tell you. Did you unlock it on your side of the machine? And I was like, yeah. Dude, that's how I found out that on the second thing you have to jump twice.
Shit.
And I was like, yo, you know. Dude, like Bandit was for real.
Impressive.
Jesus.
With all this going on, we still beat him though. That's what I want to float out
In
there.
the real race.
The real race.
We're so happy.
Throwing blowfishes.
Doesn't matter if it's a second.
It doesn't matter if you win by an inch or a mile.
Winning's
A
winning.
win is a win.
You know what was crazy to me though?
Yeah.
Because I know you guys hold this thing for fun, like so everyone can join in and like do the fun stuff.
Yeah.
The crazy part to me was, the guy that organizes this, this is Pepe, right?
Pepe?
He chose for us to race on the first easiest track,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
That makes it worse.
Why?
Dude, no, here. See, if he chose something like Rainbow Road, right?
Okay,
That's a
okay.
hard ass course, right?
Sure.
If you choose something like Rainbow Road, that throws so many variables into the mix that people stand a chance, right? Because there's so many places to screw up. So everyone's scores would be more average, right?
Is
Okay.
it?
Right? No, yeah,
But-
absolutely. I mean, like me and Bandit would still have an edge, but like everyone else might stand a chance, just from sheer fuckery, right? But you put the battlefield on the most basic of courses. That means that in order to win, you need to drive perfect.
I think
Okay,
I have a
like,
counterpoint
that was
on
fun.
that one.
Really?
Like, if they decide to use like the most basic or the easiest course, it will allow newcomers to actually memorize the course.
No,
Makes it easier for
Yeah.
them to navigate
It
while
just-
in the real battle. Because, like, if we're gonna consider if they actually announce that, oh, we're gonna have a real battle at the end, So that's something like a practice session, like
no, yeah.
because
I
in
totally get
like
you.
in FIA or in an F1 event is usually like that. You have to practice for one day,
No, yeah.
then qualify, and then the real race starts at the end of the weekend or
No,
something
yeah, absolutely.
like that.
But what I'm getting at is that this course is there's
So-
nothing going on. It's a circle.
Yeah, and it's
right?
gonna be like I agree that it's gonna be
You need to drive the perfect line.
yeah, and it's gonna be an advantage for you guys since you guys are more experienced. But at the same time, it will even like it will level like even the playing field bit by bit once the newcomers kind of familiarize themselves in the course.
It just like I think what he's getting at is it just becomes a game of optimization.
Yeah.
And like I feel like with a tougher course, newcomers will be discouraged and like will be like you'll have the clear advantage because you know how to drive through stuff.
Yeah.
But like for tougher obstacles, also for relatively newcomers, they'd be way behind.
No, yeah.
on catching up on the knowledge.
I completely get that, but what I had in my head are those fucking random thwomps, right? Because it's not about the course for me per se. It's about those stupid things in Mario Kart. Like in other courses, you get these random things that attack you, like these piranha plants on the side, or like these bullet bills, or these thwomps that randomly land on Rainbow Road. That kind of shit. That's the thing I was
guess
talking
so.
about.
Okay.
That might even up the playing field, because the thing with Mario Kart is there's always been some like rubber banding mechanics, like you know, the blue shell, shit like that. I'm not sure if the arcade has like an equivalent.
It has one.
But like
I don't know.
on sheer terms of course, like I was thinking maybe that will even the playing field. Am I taking this too seriously?
No, you're looking at it at a different perspective, I guess. Like in terms of course familiarization versus mechanics, I guess.
And like being you
Man, we're getting serious about Mario Kart. Jesus Christ.
Like real simply what my point is, you and like all the other people who really good at racing games will be more equipped in dealing with the obstacles than some random on the street.
I completely
That's what the
understand.
thing was.
I think at the end of the day, you like me and Bandit shouldn't have been there. Like
No,
it's
It's
fine.
fun.
Yeah, it's
It's
fun.
what made the night.
No,
Though.
that's
yeah.
true.
It's
That's
what made
true.
the night. Even, like seeing these drivers' souls burn out.
Dude,
That is
It's
true.
been fun.
Wow, what an anime.
Dude, like who was the other guy that made it to the top 4? What was his name again?
Henrik.
Henrik, yeah.
Yeah.
What do you call it? Henrik was getting so mad.
Really?
No, because like whenever me and Bandit would sit down at the machine and we'd clock in our times, he'd be like, 153?
Yeah.
But how? How are you dude, the best I can make is like 2 minutes? How are you doing this?
Mine is also 2 minutes. Like there was this one time I got really close. I got like 157, 1 second closer, 1 second away from Bandit, and that was the best I got the whole night.
No.
The rest of the night I was cranking out like 207.
Oh, jeez.
209. So the fuck.
Dude, yeah.
But yeah.
And like I remember a bunch of new guys popped in, and then they started trying, and they were hitting like 2-minute 30.
Oh,
2
that's
minutes,
so
something
slow.
like that. And then they were like, "Yo, that's pretty good. What's the top time? 1 minute 53."
Wow.
I saw this conversation happening outside the smoking
Oh,
room,
no.
and they barge into the smoking room, and like they look at me and Bandit, and they're like, "How are you guys doing that? How are you guys getting that time?" And then we were like, "Use Bowser.
Yeah. It became that too,
No,
like the
it became
different
that.
racer stats.
No, yeah, exactly.
Because some people, all the big dudes have higher top speed, lower acceleration, like
Oh.
different than like for example Mario and Luigi, they're the basic boys.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
everything top speed, acceleration is all the same.
Yeah.
But with the big boys, DK, Bowser, Wario, top speed, like highest.
But
among all of
shitty
them.
acceleration.
Yeah,
Shitty
That's the thing.
yeah.
So if you drive the perfect line with these
Oh my
boys,
god. And it like Bowser and Donkey Kong is perfect in this beginner section because it's just one
it's just a lot of straightaways with 2 turns.
Yeah.
And also there's another advantage for the big boys. They can get the coins faster because they're
Yeah.
wider. I noticed
big
that.
wide. Yeah,
Oh,
they're
geez.
big
I
wide.
noticed
They have
that.
the hitbox
Yeah,
advantage.
What do the coins increase? Top speed or acceleration? I'm not sure.
Top speed
I think
yata
it's
eh.
top speed.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think.
yeah.
Yeah.
The more coins you collect, the faster you get.
No,
talaga.
yeah. And did you know
Max.
this? Whenever you hit a wall, you
Yeah.
lose a coin.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
lose a
yeah.
coin. And it comes
Yeah.
back on the course somewhere.
Yeah, exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
We
Mario,
got-
Mario
we
Kart
got
tips brought to
Yeah,
us by
Man,
Good Trades.
Get good.
Yeah. I'll come over to Versus one time next Mario Kart or whenever. Every
man.
Thursdays we play a different game.
Dude, I wish that place had like maximum tune or something
No,
like
no, no.
that.
I wish they have Daytona.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Dude.
Daytona.
Yeah, baby.
And like, I remember me and my friends go like, okay, lahat tayong pit stop ha, tangina niyo.
but yeah, dude,
We should
Daytona.
win,
I miss Daytona.
Dude.
Yeah, Daytona's good.
Like,
Daytona was
I'm not
fun.
sure what my favorite Daytona is, if it's 1 or 2. But both of them are good.
I think
dude.
the arcade in Glorieta still has Daytona machines.
first one.
Yeah, I
the
think,
first one is with the 4-gear shifter.
I think it was 2. I'm not so sure.
That sounds like a good trades adventure.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
So Raffy, what else do you have in your week?
Alright. Yes, aside from the Mario Kart, I also like me and Migoy have adventures too.
Yeah.
Like we went to that Oathbreaker tournament in roleplay.
Yeah. How is that? How is
It was really
Oathbreaker?
fun. We got we got really trounced though. I'm sure we'll be talking more about it when Migoy comes over. But,
Okay.
like, we got beat, and like they really had some very competitive Oathbreaker decks.
Okay.
Like with our jank stuff, we weren't able to do what we wanted to do.
But what is the format? Like, how is it?
Okay, so there were 5 people,
Uh-huh.
5 people who joined. Usually it was just 2 or 3
Oh,
at
okay.
every Wednesday.
Every Wednesdays.
But like this time, since me, Chad, and Migoy went, there are 5 people.
Okay.
So the points are awarded per kill.
Huh. Of
So
your
it's not the
Planeswalker.
overall winner of the table.
Okay.
It's
It's
every
the guy
awarded
who
per
kills
kill.
the most.
Right.
Interesting.
And then and then they also have rules for combo players. Like if you kill the whole group, or if you kill multiple people in one combo pop off,
Yeah.
you just get 2 points from that.
Oh, that's
Ah,
good.
okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
So you can't like
That's
combo
fair.
off and win the whole thing. Basically, it
Yeah,
has to
yeah.
be like I think it has to be different actions that you kill people, not just one infinite that destroys everyone.
Okay, okay.
So it has to be like a different turn, a different action, like a separate thing.
Hmm.
So that being said, I remember one of the highlights is I had Black Vice, which I had
God
the
damn
first
it.
turn
Okay.
Black Vice
Ew.
that I casted, and
Who did you
um,
put it to?
yeah, I put it to one of the people that I didn't know.
Okay.
Just immediately out of the cold.
Okay.
Just immediately out of the blue.
Poor guy.
I knew
Oh,
nothing
jeez.
about this guy. I just casted it on him. So Black Vice at the beginning of that player's upkeep deals damage equal to the number of cards excess of 4 in his hand.
Yeah.
So every turn he was like getting 3 damage because he was a kind of a combo control player.
Oh god,
he
that's
had-
good. Okay,
had to have cards.
yeah, that's good.
Oof.
That's a good play
Every
actually.
turn 3. And then like I felt really bad.
No, you don't.
Like because I misread the card. I thought it was everyone.
It's
I
just
didn't
him.
know it was
It's
just one
him.
guy.
Just one
It's just
guy.
one
I
guy.
didn't know. So yeah, I felt
I
really
mean,
bad.
that's why you guys bought 3 pieces of Black Vice for me.
Right.
The combo
Just
player.
exactly for you.
Yeah.
But as his life was going down, like basically I've been working this guy the whole match, right? I've been like slowly dwindling down his life points.
Yeah.
And then when he gets to like 6 life, Chad comes in and still steals my kill.
Ah, jeez.
He casts a spell on him, and he casts his like signature spell, which was Flame Wave or something.
Oh, what the
And
fuck?
the
That's so
kid
cheap.
takes my kill. What the fuck?
And
No,
then
yeah,
did you kill Chad or no?
No, I didn't.
No,
I
yeah, I was
didn't.
about to ask actually, because like, kill stealing will become a thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
So I was wondering, like, I wonder if there's a system out there that like just takes into account how much of the life damage you actually dealt or something like that.
This is actually better. This is cutthroat style
No,
killing.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
that's true, that's true.
I like that kill stealing is
Yeah.
in play actually.
Okay.
But like, it seems like it's more fun that way. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like a take. It's like a return mechanic.
Yeah. I a bunch of the other details of the decks we'll probably go over when Migoy gets here.
Ah,
So.
okay. But what did you
That
run?
was just
Like, what did
I
you
didn't
run?
do anything.
No, I mean,
Me,
what Planeswalker
I had
combo
my
did you run?
Jank Angrath
Ah,
Oathbreaker
discard?
that did
Okay, that's good.
that had Burning Inquiry, which each player draws 3 cards, discard
I
3
hate
cards.
that card.
it's
It's good, man.
On
It's
the
good.
contrary, I like it a lot.
Yeah.
But yeah, it wasn't able to do what it was wanted to do because I don't know, like maybe it's the tournament jinx. You know what? When your cards don't work at the tournament
No,
somehow,
Oh,
sometimes.
yeah. That's
Yeah.
a
I
that's
know
a
the
thing.
feeling.
Yeah.
What happened was, the guy who won it all, had Dovin Ban
Ew.
and threw out like a bunch of like constructs and thopters.
Oh, okay.
And
So
like-
he's not running Dovin Tribal? Because I know someone who runs
don't
Dovin
think-
Tribal. It's just
Jesus.
full of Dovin Planeswalkers,
Ugh.
like the Blue Man
Yeah.
group or something.
Gross.
And then he has
Blue Man Group.
and he has propaganda, so it's also a bunch of Dovins in the card in the card art.
Gross.
Because he looks like the Blue Man group there.
No.
Yeah.
It's weird.
But no,
World
no,
of
no.
deck.
Yeah.
It's just a bunch of thopters and constructs, which Migoy kept saying like, oh, the Gundams are out.
Okay.
the constructs, and then the combo player that I put my Black Vice against in the second game, so there are 2 rounds. In
Okay.
the second game, he won the whole thing technically, but
Interesting.
since he comboed out,
It's just
it
2
was
points.
just 2 points.
Yeah.
because he threw out like a bunch of Avengers, like
Yeah.
all like he had like I
What-
want to say like 8 planeswalkers on the board.
But what planeswalker is he using for commander?
There was Dovin. There was
No, like his own Oathbreaker. What's his Oathbreaker?
dang it, I forgot.
I mean, I guess it's.
no, it's Tamio.
Oh, okay.
Tamio.
Yeah,
and
that's
his signature spell is Karn's Temporal Sundering.
Ugh.
And then,
Ugh.
Time Warp. I think
Ew.
the extra turns one.
Yeah, ew. No, not
Ridiculous.
that one.
Ridiculous.
Oh, man.
Yes, but that has been MTG. That was fun. I want to go into my deck again and kind of retool and
Yeah.
re-optimize that stuff also. But yeah, other things. Yo, have any of you played State of Decay?
No.
That's what I've been playing lately.
Really?
No, I haven't.
It's like this zombie survival game. That's like
I played the different zombie survival game, but it's not
What is
same thing. 7 days.
7 Days to Die.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
that one.
I think it might be similar, but like State of Decay, that's what's been taking my time. Me and Dota broke up because it's no longer international season.
No,
Okay.
it's not a healthy
Yeah.
relationship.
Uh-huh.
I'll see you again next year, Dota. It's fun. Like it's a third person
Is it a sandbox
open world
game?
sandbox
Yeah.
game.
That's a
You
lot
get
of fun.
to form your own society, your own like survival group.
No,
Yeah.
I've heard good things about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just picked it up one day. Like I was in the mood for some zombie stuff.
Okay.
Like I wanted some survival scavenging stuff. I like that each of the characters have their own like signature trait or signature stat. Like they'd have like, for example, they have like powerhouse, like this one's good at wits, that this has cardio, all that stuff. They have like the basic stuff like strength, speed, all that stuff. They
Oh.
also have like fake stats.
Fake
Fake
stats?
Yeah,
stats.
so this guy loves pizza.
Okay.
And then when you click the pizza lover stat, you can see like skills, like fake skills also that you can learn, which you can never increase, right?
Oh,
They
Okay.
have like
That's sad.
You need requires pizza cutter, blah blah blah, something like that.
Okay.
This one's a sports fan. Like
Ah.
he can name like different NBA team trivia and stuff
Oh.
like that. It's great. It's great that it's just mixed there with the actual real
No,
stats.
yeah.
I can imagine if you're a sports fan, you would be better at bats and shit.
I guess so.
No, I
Yeah.
remember like back in the day, back when I used to listen to a podcast called Indoor Kids with Kumail Nanjiani.
yeah.
Mhm.
This is all they would talk about.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Dude, yeah, no.
Zombie apocalypse?
No, one of their
State of Decay.
absolute favorite games ever was State of Decay, and they would talk like
Interesting.
nonstop about it, sing the praises, and I would be like, "Yo, like that sounds like a fun thing," and then I just never got on it.
Huh.
It's a good one.
Yeah.
Like
yeah. How
I-
much is it?
I got it on a Steam sale. I don't know if it's on sale now. I got it like 4 Steam sales ago.
Oh, okay,
Okay.
okay.
Tell
No,
you
that
when.
happens. That
Yeah,
happens.
yeah. And I just for some reason I just wanted to like it was downloaded for the longest time.
Oh, you just
I
had no time to
haven't
play
run
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But when I did, I just really had fun. I don't know if there's multiplayer because I feel like that's a fun game to play with online multiplayer.
Oh, there
Like,
isn't.
I don't know if there is.
Uh,
Like, I'd love to like make a camp with all of us.
yeah, man.
Like there.
No, yeah, that would be fun. See who dies first.
Right.
We could,
Yeah.
is that the game? I mean, we could probably do that on a Halloween special or something. That'll be good. Ooh. Bleh.
Or we could like there's so many games out there where we could just like put ourselves in, like stuff like Darkest Dungeon
Or Minecraft.
State of the
Minecraft.
Yeah.
I want to try it.
With the content papas.
It
I mean,
never dawned on me.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
last
I never
episode
played
you
it.
kind of are 50-50 with it because
Yeah,
of
yeah,
the bears.
Ah, yes.
No,
the
yeah.
bears.
No, that problem is easily fixed.
Yeah.
Texture pack.
Yeah, we've talked
I mean,
about
if
we've
it
talked
works
about
in a
this.
server, we're not sure yet.
Oh,
if
you
it,
want it to be the whole server?
No, I mean just
It
for
should be,
Raffy.
right?
I mean,
We're just gonna
you
install
could
it.
just install a local texture
Yeah, yeah.
pack for
For
yourself.
me? Okay.
So we can still see the spiders. But
Why would you want to though?
and then like maybe you could see like
Suddenly apprehensive,
dude, like we could replace the spiders with something dumb like
Jeff Goldblum.
Jeff Goldblum, but it still shoots webs.
All right, I'm into that.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. What was I talking about? Yeah, State of Decay.
Yeah.
There's also in State of Decay also like you bounce around different characters, right? You can choose whichever character from your settlement. Like
Is it like a third person like shooter
Yeah.
or
it's a third person.
But you have a squad of your own.
You
You
can-
have your own squad.
You can bring like a squad. You can bring a squad. You
Ah.
can go solo also. And the
Yeah.
game and most of the game is like you scavenging for stuff, you exploring the world and coming back to your like home base.
Yeah.
And like when your main character guy gets tired or gets injured and stuff, you switch out to another one. But if the character you're using dies, he's dead for good.
Yo.
So if you get attached,
That's like Far Cry 2.
exactly. If you get
Interesting.
attached like that and he
Yeah.
dies, like I've had like
Oh, but the old
Uh,
man though.
3 or 4 heartbreaking losses. Like
Oof.
I was gonna train this sick lady with dreadlocks. I was gonna train her to be like kind of Michonne,
Yeah.
and I found a samurai sword for her and stuff. So
Mhm.
I was training bladed weapons and stuff. And then suddenly I run into a horde, which is like a bunch of zombies piled up.
Oh yeah.
Ah.
And then I never got out of the horde. And then
no.
my Michonne character is dead. And then I lost her katana.
Did you get to see her as a zombie afterwards?
No, it's not that
Oh.
sophisticated.
Oh man, I would love that.
In State of Decay 2, it might be. I don't know.
Huh.
I know there's a sequel out there somewhere running about.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay, so that's games. I'm also watching this thing on Netflix, which is a German show called Dark. Have you ever heard of this
Yeah.
thing?
Yeah, I'm aware of it.
I think I've seen it roll past.
I've seen the trailers.
Yeah, yeah.
I've clicked the first episode.
Ooh.
I've clicked the first episode. The first
Okay.
episode is like
German.
these two people having sex and him jumping out the window, right? Did
Did
I watch a different thing?
Maybe.
Yeah. Oh, you're right.
Oh, I
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yeah,
Two
see?
persons having sex. He doesn't jump out the window. He exits. He doesn't jump.
Why does he
normally?
jump out of the
He
window?
exits normally.
Okay.
He didn't want to show himself to the people downstairs.
My
basically.
memories were more exciting.
Yeah.
Sure. Let's go with he jumps out the window slow-mo style.
Yeah.
Yes, lots of sex in Dark. But yes, it's a German TV show. The short pitch for it is it starts off as German Stranger Things.
Yeah, that is
Okay.
what I'm
Yeah.
also hearing about.
There's a bunch of children. One of them goes missing.
Mm.
Small town in the middle of nowhere. There's a nuclear reactor.
Oh no,
Okay.
are the people there British?
No.
Okay.
Thank God. And it's German, but it's dubbed in English. So
Okay,
they
actual
talk,
German talk. Yeah.
legit.
Legit. Da.
But the big thing is, in Stranger Things, the thing that makes it different is like the 11, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
And the upside down stuff like that. Here it's time travel.
Yep.
Straight up time travel, and like time travel that does all the rules wrong. Like
Really?
you know there are in media that we consume, there are established time travel rules. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
like you never you shouldn't pollute the time stream. You never talk to yourself. You never hand yourself things. You never take an object from the future and bring it to the past.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
They do all that shit. They do all that shit, and I mean, on purpose. They do
Okay.
that shit, and their time stream is so polluted that things no longer have an origin. So, for example,
Okay.
Wait, is this a horror movie or a sci-fi movie?
it's a little
It's
bit
more
of
sci-fi?
both. It's a little bit of both. It's
But what's more, horror or sci-fi?
it became sci-fi.
On the next season?
Yeah, it became sci-fi in the
okay.
next season. At first, it was just a drama horror with like some supernatural elements, but it became like full-on sci-fi horror in the second season.
Okay.
But yes, the horror comes from this is what happens when you fucking pollute the time stream.
Okay.
Really?
Like how messy it is and how loopy shit gets.
Oh man, like watching half the first episode didn't tell me that this is what would happen to the series. Holy
Really?
shit.
It gets that way. It gets I say it gets good, but like so for example, here's the thing that here's the thing to illustrate my point, right? There's this guy who invents the time machine. Or there's the scientist that invents the time machine. Pure and simple, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
And in the future, he ends up writing this book about time travel, yeah? When they go back to the very first time that guy gets the idea for time travel, it turns out there's a future person that gave his book that he already wrote to a past him. So, essentially, he never wrote the book. The book no longer has an origin. The book
Yeah.
just existed.
Okay.
It just is.
It's a
Like,
paradox.
dude, there are paradoxes everywhere in this series.
Oh, man.
It's kind of crazy. Like,
Is this a good series or
I love that you answered that question
are you
because I don't know.
are you edging us now?
Oh yeah, cuz like this is starting to sound like a really vague recommend.
I love that you asked me that
I mean,
because I still don't know.
no, because
Oh
I kind of spoiled myself actually on this series because the
Okay.
first trailer I watched was the season 3 trailer, where
Is it season 3 trailer now?
or is it season 2? I think
Maybe-
season 2. Like right, this future dude just came back and
Yeah.
then we're messing up the time stream, and then like like he looks very unidentifiable to his past peers
Yeah.
when
There's that
when he got back. So that's something that I just saw in the trailer. But
Okay.
okay, that's interesting. But I never really imagined it would be that messed up.
It's so messed up. Like they
I
messed
mean,
everything.
Yeah,
up.
logically messed up.
Yeah, and then they bury you with a ton of like, it's so like audacious. Like the nerve of this show.
Oh
To
god.
be honest, the nerve of this show. So
How dare they?
How dare they? They move into the show takes place in 4 different time periods
Okay.
because the time machine only goes forward and back 33 years. So 1987, 52, 20, and 2019. So 4 years they show everyone like when the grandparents were younger and then their kid and like there's a whole family tree to each of the characters, like
Yeah, I can imagine how bloated it is.
hella bloated.
Like even like Lost is already like having a hard time with 2 timelines in their
No,
in their
yeah.
show. What
Dude.
more if it's 4?
Okay.
The exact season,
Yeah,
same season.
When it comes to time travel movies, I always make this one recommend.
Okay.
It's not a high budget movie.
Oh,
I think it was made for like a film fest or something like that.
I think you've recommended it before.
Have I?
What is it first?
I was gonna recommend the film Primer.
Yeah.
I've recommended this before.
I think not on air.
Not on
Oh,
air.
But
okay.
yeah, it's one of the like most discussed or like most recommended time travel short films.
Oh yeah,
in,
absolutely.
in the
Primer,
interwebs.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll
It's
put that
good.
If you want a good time travel experience,
And a
watch
smart-
Primer. A smart time travel experience
Yeah.
because it fixes things you didn't even know was a problem. Like
it
because there's a
comes-
lot of logic loops that happen in time travel, but
Yep.
I think Primer handles time travel in the most interesting manner, because you know how the most satisfying part of any time travel thing is the rules.
Yep.
And if you fuck up the rules, you end up with dark, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. But with Primer, it creates such a complicated system for the time travel thing.
Oh yeah.
Because okay,
I saw the charts.
no, yeah, there are charts to this movie
Whoa.
that like explain it fully. But just to get you on the hook,
Yeah.
the most interesting part of this time travel thing is that they make a time travel machine, right? And it can go into the past. And basically what you need to do is to get into the time machine and
It's like a box.
yeah, it's like a box. You get into the time
Okay.
machine, and if you want to go back in time by a week, you need to spend a week in the box.
Oh.
You spend a week in the box, and when you come out, it's 1 week ago. If you spend an hour in the
It goes
box,
behind.
Yeah.
Like it goes backwards.
yeah, if you spend an hour in the box, you would have went 1 hour back in time.
Cool.
It's a really interesting concept.
Cool, yeah,
because
yeah.
you have to spend an equal amount of time in the thing.
Right.
Right? And
God.
it just watch Primer.
Okay, sure,
Yeah,
sure.
For good time travel, watch Primer.
Yep.
I'm not sure what kind of recommend Raffy is making here with Dark.
No, it's the universe is solid. The rules are solid. It's just the characters that purposely fuck up the rules. They go against the rules basically, and this is what happens to that. Like everyone is a paradox. Like, would you mind spoilers?
Yeah, I wouldn't mind.
No.
Go for it. Go for it.
Okay, everyone listening at home, you got 5 seconds for spoilers. Spoilers for Darker coming through. Dude, alright, so the missing kid, right? And his best friend.
Yeah.
Kid goes missing on one night when they were out in the forest.
Okay.
And then it turns into the whole town like looking for this kid.
Yeah.
Where is he? Where is he? Turns out he went to the past.
Yep.
He crossed over to the cave, went to the past. And then best friend is like looking for him. Finds out the kid was the kid that went missing was his dad.
Yeah.
His best friend and his dad are the same person. Because the kid never got found and he stayed in the past. Met
the
the
best friend's
mom,
mom. Yeah.
and then they had the best friend together.
Okay.
And that kind of fucked up shit. That kind of fucked up shit. So like, who exists at this point, and what?
That is a
It-
real person.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
with
like,
an origin.
and who is a one man? Like, who in one man? Who is that guy? Like, crazy.
That's- I don't know. I kind of like it.
I like it. I mean, I'd say we wouldn't watch all 2 seasons of it if we didn't like it. But like it turned
got
into
too
hate
long?
watching at some point.
Oh,
because
okay.
watching.
It got
It's
too
like
long, I
it
guess.
buries you in lore and time travel and how paradoxes work.
Like maybe if it is a movie, it would be more enjoyable
Maybe
compared to
maybe.
being a
Maybe.
2-season
Yep.
series.
Yeah. Maybe I'll finally get past jumping out of the window.
Yeah, like
That happened.
I mean,
Just watch the sex scene and then interesting.
No, because I was like, okay, dark. That's an interesting title.
Yeah.
The splash art is edgy and shit.
It's
There's
cool.
the little hole. Like yeah, I don't know, man. And,
Sure.
And then like I was like, yo, I'm gonna watch this. Oh, it's in a foreign language. Ooh, they're having sex.
oh, no abuelas,
this
no
is-
abuelas
this is
in
what I was
this.
expecting. I turned it off
Okay.
at that point.
No
I was like,
Alzheimer's.
I didn't
Fair
expect
enough.
sex.
No
Fair
no abuelas with Alzheimer's disease in
No,
the show.
yeah,
No,
yeah.
but-
I mean, that's my hook, you know.
That's the rating system.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
If it has an abuela,
That's
Give
what.
it a chance.
yeah, give it a chance.
All right. So time for this week's. Ow, flexing like a mouse.
Uh-oh. Is
Keep
this
this short
German?
because I went long.
Is this German?
No, it's not.
Okay.
It's also not from Netflix. So
Oh,
it's
okay.
from the recent WWE event NXT Takeover.
Oh.
It was in Toronto.
Mm-hmm.
So you know the move where someone's on the top rope and then they pull his opponent
Pulls the rope.
throws his leg like pushes his legs and he lands on his nuts.
Yep.
All right. The announcer goes, like the Toronto Raptors, That was nothing but nuts.
Oh no.
No.
Oh no.
Speaking of Toronto Raptors, do you know that they're gonna bring back the old school jerseys for this season?
Ooh,
What?
the one with the little
Yeah,
raptor.
with the little the clever girls.
Wait,
Mm.
what's the new logo?
The new logo is just nothing. It's
like
just
a claw and a ball.
yeah, it's just
Yeah,
like
yeah.
they
Oh,
kind
that's
of
lame.
Nah,
A non-basketball man, like heavily invested in the logos of teams,
I mean,
am outraged that they phased out the little raptor logo.
I mean, it's a design trend. What the hell? But yeah, I'm happy. I'm actually happy that they're gonna bring back
no,
the
dude,
old
I have
raptor.
the image of those little raptors in my head.
Yeah,
Nice.
I guess you.
In my heads.
Sure.
Yeah, yeah. Robots have infinite heads.
Yes, quite.
Cut off one.
Two shall take its place.
So I guess I'll go with my weeks.
Oh, right.
Go for
We
it, my
have
man.
similar weeks when it comes to gaming, actually.
Yeah.
Because last weekend and probably the rest of the week when I'll have a little bit of free time after work, I played Ghost Recon Wildlands.
Ooh, how's that?
Oh yeah, I saw bits of your stream.
Yeah, so basically Emile from Noobs and Cubes invited me to play this game for a few months now because he gave in and he splooged a bit of money during a sale and bought Ghost Recon.
All right.
And it is one of those third-person tactical military sandbox shooters.
Tactical.
Always good. Always good.
Yeah, that's kind of the thing for me too. Like I like those types of games.
Yeah.
And I'm just trying to wait for the perfect opportunity to have this game at sale price.
Mhm.
Luckily enough, there's the Gamescom event that happened like a week ago.
Right.
So a lot of Ubisoft titles were on sale. So I gave in. I splooged a bit of money.
Don't like how you're saying.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know. Okay, so I just wasted a little bit of money
Okay.
on that
he
one.
is the nasty one.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
nubile suit gun.
Yeah.
That's the juiciest.
The
yeah.
juiciest of words.
Ugh. So even I'm disgusted.
Moist.
Ugh. Don't do that.
Supple.
Invigorated. So yeah, I bought Wildlands. I was also like waiting for Carlos to give in because he's also like interested. Like Carlos of Too Much Gaming, who's now occupied playing Final Fantasy 14, like the rest of these shuffle
Yeah,
fucks.
yeah. He just got to Asia. Yeah.
What does that mean?
What
What does that mean?
Spoilers.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Alright.
So the first time I played Wildlands with Emil was eventful.
Okay.
I mean, I streamed it.
Yeah.
I made it live for this imaginary audience. Thanks to anyone who has actually like watched it. But it was fun seeing Emile again in true form. Whenever we play multiplayer games, it's always this bit about Emile. Whenever he plays, he just like does the wackiest things ever. Like remember when I like played Dark Souls 2 with him.
Yeah.
We go with this crazy idea of naming our
dude.
players rappers.
No,
What would they name
Yeah.
them?
Poise Malone
Poise
and
Yeah, Poise
who's
Malone.
that guy? I forgot the other one. Vendrick
Vendrick
Lamar.
Lamar.
Yeah, Vendrick
Yeah,
Lamar.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
So-
sick.
King Vendrick
Yeah,
Lamar.
Kim Vendrick Lamar. In Ghost Recon, sadly, you don't create a definite character, or you don't get to name them. So it's basically you're stuck with your username, your Ubisoft username, your Uplay username, and
Alright.
mostly in this universe they have like a set group of characters, like 4 characters. The leading one is the one which you usually use in the in solo missions. Is called, I think, Mason. So
Mason.
yeah,
Alright.
it's pretty generic. I don't care. I mean, I really never cared about the story modes in
Sure.
Ubisoft sandbox games because
Right.
it's not really that fun. I mean,
That's the point.
like the point of the game is to have like do shit in
Yeah.
multiplayer with your friends whenever it
right,
comes
right.
to tactical Ubisoft shooters. And yeah, so the time I went online, I saw John Wick waiting for me And then I heard Emile's voice. Yo.
Okay.
I was losing it already. Like he just created John Wick in the game. Like imagine John Wick with the fucking 5'11" Rush 12 pack
Okay.
in his back. And so yeah, we go
Nice.
and do shoot stuff. And there's this bit where Emil does where whenever he does something cool, he yells John Wick.
All right. All
Like a Pokemon.
Yeah.
Yes.
So there's this one time where we're in the chopper and then we're trying to like figure out what our point of entry is in this base. And he just says, "Yeah, fuck it. I'm just gonna go and parachute it, John Wick." And then he just dive down the helicopter with parachutes and then there's this other like moment in the game where we're trying to sneak in this base and then we're about to kind of like tackle this dude, and he said to me to give him the floor because I'm gonna do something cool. That's what he said, and he just rushes down this dude and trying to strangles him and while yelling John Wick.
I saw this.
It's so stupid, but it's I know it really made me laugh seeing that, and yeah, because of that craziness. So all right, fine, I'll give in. I'll dress up my character. I think it's the thing that you do in this game because there's a lot of options where you just this looks familiar. Maybe I could do this character, and so
Yeah.
I made Sam Wilson.
Really?
The Falcon
All right.
in Winter
All right.
Soldier.
What an odd pick.
Yeah, because
Okay.
it's something that Emil is fond of and can't stop laughing whenever he sees who's that actor?
Anthony Mackie.
Anthony Mackie, because
Yeah.
both of us have watched Pain and Gain at different times, and
Never
it's
watched that.
it's so
Okay.
funny. Like Anthony Mackie is so funny in that movie.
Okay.
And yeah, basically I just made this dude look like Anthony Mackie in his Winter Soldier 2 outfit, and Emil can't stop just laughing about it because come on. Like
He even had, like, the goggles?
Yeah,
Did you have
the
the goggles?
goggles and
Oh, yeah,
the pads. The only thing missing is the wings.
Yeah.
Falcon's wings. And then because in this game you have like a drone.
Yeah. Oh shit.
So
yeah.
whenever I use the drone, I'm like, oh come on, Red Wing.
No.
You'll laugh about it. So yeah, it was fun. Like I enjoyed it. Like there's this also one moment. The game has a lot of surprises actually because it's been a very old game, so there are a lot of updates.
Right.
And one of the updates is a Predator mission.
Okay.
So,
What?
So
What? Really?
We were with Emile's friend when we were playing, and then he suddenly blurted out, "Tara, patayin natin sa Predator." Then I
You
was
hunt him down?
What? So we went to this area, and then there's this mission tree, which completely recreates the first Predator movie. So you go
cool.
to check out this little girl who's like crying in the woods,
Yeah.
and then you see like a soldier chopped up, and then whoa, what's that? And then while we were doing that, oh dude, that's from the first Predator movie. And then we go and look for other clues in the forest, and then you see those like flayed people hanging in the trees like in the movie.
Oh shit.
So
Stick.
like the characters in the game are freaking out, but we were all laughing about our ass. Oh look at all these references, and then it came to the point that we actually fight the Predator.
Yeah.
And it was a long ass boss fight. It's just basically him being invisible and trying to like stalk us.
Cool.
It's really
It's cool.
intense.
Is it cool?
Yeah, it's really
Alright,
intense. But
alright.
it's also funny because at this point of the game, you can actually summon guerrilla rebels at your side. So
Alright.
it was one big mess of a firefight because you have all of these NPCs and it's just three like friends trying to figure out how to fight the Predator. And when you do
Gotcha.
get to fight one, and then when you do get to kill one, he does that detonation sequence.
Detonation sequence.
And he laughs, like in the
okay.
movie.
Yeah,
So you have to
yeah,
get, so you have to get out of the like a radius before you know, like if you don't get out, you'll get hit, you'll die instantly.
Shit, do you fail after that?
Yeah, something like that. So
Okay.
it's really cool.
Cool.
And then
Did you go like, did you do the arm?
no,
You son of a bitch.
but I did say, come on, do it. Anyway,
Okay.
after you fight the Predator and you beat him, you get some items like the Predator mask and Dutch cigar and stuff like that. So
Sweet.
it's cool. It's funny. Like it has a lot of like crossover updates and missions. Like for example, in Rainbow Six Siege, they have missions with those characters. Also, Sam Fisher is also there in some missions. Like it's like that's the thing I like about Ubisoft games right now is that they care about their games at least because I don't know, like especially for the Tom Clancy ones, I think like Rainbow Six is literally one of the best shooters available right now. It's still getting updates.
You know, I've never like sat down and seriously played any of the Tom Clancy games. Like even Splinter Cell, I didn't like. The only Splinter Cell I actually really played for a long time was the cell phone one.
Ew, that's not
is
the
that?
Splinter. Yeah, I play that.
You know what I'm talking about?
I
right?
mean,
I see. Yeah. The N-Gage.
No,
yeah, no.
the N-Gage one.
I
Yeah,
mean,
I see.
I played it in a Nokia phone, but
No, yeah,
I guess
on
it
the
is.
Nokia
Yeah.
phone.
But
Like
it
a
was
really
that
shitty one.
that
Yeah.
side scroller.
I like
thing.
that.
But it was
That
really
was
cool.
kind of really fun.
Yeah, I like that.
The Prince Persia-esque Splinter Cell.
yeah,
With
yeah.
stealth and all that stuff.
It was
Yeah.
super cool.
That was
Yeah,
cool. I played
I mean-
Conviction. Conviction was good.
But yeah, I think Ubisoft games are still on sale right now. So if you guys actually want to try out Rainbow Six, it's just 400 for the deluxe head.
Ooh.
Ooh,
400
that sounds
pesos
like an
for the
offer.
deluxe head. Yeah.
Sounds like a good offer.
Yeah. But yeah, other than that, I've played what else?
Your dick.
Actually, because of the whole John Wick shit
Oh.
that Emile has
Oh, God.
been doing during the game.
Uh-huh.
And of course John Wick 3 being available now in
I
digital
watched it. Oh no.
for this week. I've watched John Wick Chapter 3
Mm-hmm.
and it was nice. It was
How's
good.
it? How's it?
The first half was really good. It's as good as the first two movies. The second half had some sort of like a shift in narrative.
What?
Yeah, it's like it has its own like I can't spoil it, but it has a shift in narrative that has John Wick travel to a
Time
different
travel.
to a different place at least.
Okay.
And I don't know, like
weird.
half
What's
like
going on?
I think I like part of me doesn't. It's just okay, but at the same time, this is it actually moves the mythos forward, like for me. But yeah, overall, it's a good movie. Like, of course, if you turn your brain off, it's gonna be the best one, as usual. As usual. But there are some bits and pieces that are really clever and funny. Like, it's not a spoiler, but Mark Dacascos is in it.
Who's that?
The guy from Iron Chef.
Who's that?
Which one?
Which one?
The guy from Iron Chef, the
The host?
There are a lot of
the,
guys.
The bald one.
Yeah, okay.
Mark Dacascos from Double Dragon.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
I know who you're talking about now.
I see.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know who you're talking about now.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
should
yeah,
have
yeah.
led with Double Dragon.
Oh, god damn it,
No,
guys.
yeah.
I mean, I didn't know you guys were that old.
Whoa.
But,
Whoa.
Calm down, nubile, sir. Yeah.
but yeah, he had a good part there in the movie. Like he is an assassin, but yeah, there's something else there. But I can't spoil it because that's one of the fun things there in the movie. So
Alright.
yeah, John Wick. I'm gonna give it probably I don't know 4 headshots out of 5 wounds.
All right.
That's a good rating
That's
system.
fun.
Yeah.
How are the muzzle flashes?
Yeah,
Like-
that's the thing. Like in
Yeah.
Corridor Digital,
Yeah,
there are
yeah.
a lot of muzzle flashes actually.
Are they good now? Like I honestly can't tell the difference, to be honest.
I don't know. Like, I guess because there are some scenes where they really are shot in the dark, so they really have an excuse to use muzzle flashes in any way possible. But I think it's not that crazy.
Because like
Yeah.
the thing I was alluding to is this Corridor Digital video where they fix all the muzzle flashes of John Wick,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the first one, yeah. Like, and honestly, to my eyes, both the finished product and the old thing
Aren't that
didn't look that
different.
much different.
Yeah, it's
like,
just a
because
tweak.
it's Corridor. They do a lot of stuff with guns. They know like special effects for guns.
Yeah.
They get super nerdy about how like the expanding gases of the gun like create this like
Yeah.
vortex through the air. Or
No,
whatever it
yeah,
is.
they're big muzzle flash geeks.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then like I couldn't see it, That's on me.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what I could see was at the end of that video was they ratcheted John Wick up to like 11. And
Okay.
then he goes like, you know that one scene where John Wick like shoots a guy through the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They ratcheted that up into like John Wick like exploding the whole wall onto the guy. And then the one time that he shoots the guy like he throws the gun, he throws the guy through the glass, right? And he shoots him like real cleanly with a headshot, right?
Yeah.
They edited that out wherein he throws the guy out through the glass and then like 1,000,000 bullets come out.
Jesus
We should watch it later. It's really
Yeah.
funny.
All right.
Corridor's been getting me through stuff, dude.
Yeah, man.
Like
It's
Corridor Crew specifically.
so educational.
Oh,
to
man,
watch.
I
so
gotta-
educational.
Yeah,
I gotta
dude.
watch. I gotta watch.
Yeah.
It's fun.
But yeah, other than that,
Yeah.
I guess the rest of my week is just, I don't know, full of Final Fantasy 14 progress.
Yeah.
Just slowly trying to like drip in the MSQ bottle of,
I mean,
I don't know, quests.
I mean, how is Heaven's Word so far for you?
It's good. It's good. Like
Yeah.
the last.
How's the racism?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's
yeah.
what? There is something
Dude,
there.
F14 tackled some pretty heavy political issues.
Mhm.
all right.
Yeah.
Like it's not even just racism. It's just
Interesting.
inner
Xenophobia in
yeah,
general.
Yeah,
Yeah.
basically.
Mm-hmm,
And I think the last part I am right now was I just got into Dravania. Dravania?
The Dravanian hinterlands.
Yeah, and it's funny enough because, okay, sure, like I went into this like, you know, like when you transition to maps,
Yeah.
you just go into this that thing like that dotted line,
Yeah.
and then it just fades to black,
Mm-hmm.
and then you, I suddenly hear like Edward Fortom just
Mhm.
narrate the thing, blah 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 blah, blah. And then I'm just in Dravania. I didn't get to like see
The
them
journey?
yeah, the journey. I was like, what? Man, I would have liked to see them flying through Dravania or something.
No, yeah. That would have
Yeah.
been cool. What do you call
Because
it?
it was it is a floating island,
Ah,
and it's a home.
I
It's,
see.
it's home to the dragons in the game.
Yeah.
I see what
Yeah.
you mean.
That's one of the things I love about like Heaven's Word onwards though. Whenever you get to a new area, like
Mhm.
there's a character narrating your journey so
Yeah,
far.
that's good,
It's
actually.
super cool. It's
Like,
super cool.
Okay.
It reminds me of actually Final Fantasy 12 did that.
12. I don't
Yeah.
remember that. Really? Was Van?
No. The one who's narrating was
Michael Kain.
who's that
Michael
guy
Caine.
who's trying?
Bosch?
No, because there's this.
Bafir?
No, you remember the scene where Vaughn is pretending to be Bosch,
Yeah.
and don't pretend someone. Hey, don't believe someone's lies. Who's that guy?
Someone's
mentioning.
lies. I do
Yeah.
not
I did,
remember.
I
I've
don't know.
erased Vaughn from all of my memories.
Oh my god,
dude.
No, yeah.
man! I mean, Vaughn's just one of the things that's bad in this game.
No,
But
yeah.
Anyway, but yeah, I'm in Dravania. I went there. I was cool, green lush territories.
Wild chocobos in
Yeah,
the forest.
and then I went to the village. I said, wait a minute, this is fucking familiar. And then it hit on me, and this is Monster Hunter Isle,
No,
is
yeah,
it?
Yeah,
Isn't it?
Kind of looks like Monster
And
Hunter Isle,
then
doesn't it?
I tried to just roam around Chocobo Forest for a
Mhm.
bit. Then I see a dinosaur.
No, yeah, they're
Whoa,
absolutely.
wait a minute,
dinosaurs.
this is Monster Hunter Isle.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, wait, I have one question.
What?
Is this the area where you get to fight Rattle?
No, no,
oh,
absolutely
man.
not. There is another area in the game that is even more Monster
Huntery.
Huntery.
Okay.
Yeah,
All
yeah,
right.
yeah, yeah.
I'll look
Alright.
forward to that
Mhm.
one.
It's in Asia.
Oh
Big
man,
clue.
so it's not in
It's
Heaven's
not in
Word.
Heaven's Word.
Ah.
It's in Stormblood. It's in Asia.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
I could feel you holding back like the floodgates of information.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like
we
holding
are.
back so hard.
Dude, I'm holding back
I mean,
so much.
we still like we still hope that you get to play.
Okay, on this end, like I want to ask like how immersive is it? Because this is the thing I realized. Like it's not the grind that kills me in MMOs.
Mhm.
Whenever I play an MMO or something grindy, like State of Decay, which is grindy.
Okay.
The main thing that keeps me going is the immersion, like
lore?
exploring stuff. Like
it's there. I think it's there.
If-
I mean, if you're into roaming around areas just to check out shit.
No,
I mean-
what defines immersion?
Yeah,
for you?
that's
Because
the
it's
thing.
different
Like-
for everyone.
Um, a wide open space that I can explore however the fuck I want, and I can interact with different things, find people, like different locales, live different areas, different
I mean,
Okay.
I mean, the locales are
like-
there, but interaction within the area is
to set up your expectations,
Yeah,
this is
there we
an
go.
old ass MMO.
yeah.
Alright.
It's like
It's on its 6th year anniversary.
Yeah.
It's very old.
Okay.
wait a minute,
So-
60-year anniversary.
6th.
Oh, sixth.
What
Okay.
the fuck?
I don't know.
It's on its 6th year anniversary. The anniversary just happened last week, actually.
Okay.
And basically, it's an old ass engine, an old ass game. So your interactions with the world can be very limited.
Yeah.
Your main interaction with the world will always be combat or crafting or gathering
Or emotes.
or emotes,
Alright.
that kind of stuff.
Uh-huh.
So as far as like actual in-game physics are concerned, actual stuff like that, very limited.
Okay.
It's one of those games that lends itself well to putting yourself in the boots of your character and role
Yeah,
playing.
mostly role playing.
Okay, I like that.
So
It's like World of Warcraft actually.
No, yeah, kind of. But I think the better way of describing it would be the way I lose myself in these games is I always make the avatar a representation of me
Okay.
exploring the world.
Yeah, yeah.
And what really carries it is the amount of lore written into this game.
Yeah.
Like there's just so much put into it and so many crossing relationships that show up that you're like, oh, that was a reference to that thing that happened like 10 quests ago.
But you have to read it.
You had to read it. Okay, through
Like on-
books and notes and
I mean,
letters
no.
and junk.
I mean,
no.
you really have to read it because at the first game, there's not much dialogue on some of these quests.
No,
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it's not voiced.
Yeah, I think that what he's trying to say is in ARR, not everything is voice acted.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
you have
meaning
to
that
read
probably 40 to 30% of the
Main
main
quests.
scenario quest
Yeah.
is voice acted.
Gotcha.
So you're gonna have to do a lot of reading, but the writing is good enough that it is engaging, in my
Yeah.
opinion.
All right. So I'm not a super fan of text-based or
I
but
understand.
like, you know what, the door's still not shut. I still want to try it out, like just to see it. Like the thing is, like, I was revisiting, like, why don't I like MMOs in general? Like I was thinking to myself, but I like grindy games like State of
Warframe.
Decay or.
Did you like Warframe?
I did at some point, but like
I think Raffy liked Warframe, but he kind of bounced off.
Yeah.
I bounced off. What I really liked about Warframe
Was
was
the
when
slides.
the yes, that one's number one.
Yeah.
Very far number two is the open world. When
Oh,
they
yeah.
started the open world, that was great. That was
Yeah,
great.
yeah.
That
Super
was
fun.
that was such a good time. Like more of that. Like that's what I wanted. Like
Yeah, I
where
think you would like Ghost
sandbox
Recon.
and have your own fun.
Yeah, I think you would like Ghost Recon, Raffy.
Yes, I think I would like.
Or
Ghost
The
Recon.
Division.
I remember this one time that one thing we shot like for the open world thing. You, me, and Ajan.
Oh yeah,
When-
yeah, that was. We were just camping out on this thing.
Yeah, we
owned
got
it.
stuck because like there were high level enemies around us,
Yeah.
and we just started to live in this one hut that
Yeah,
we
yeah.
took shelter in.
Until Emile
Yeah.
came and rescued us.
Right.
But
And doors not shut. I'll still probably try it.
I mean,
like
there's
when
a
I
free
get
trial, yeah.
when I get the DSL and I can download like large
Yeah, man.
large
No, see,
data.
here's what kills me. I know you'll love Shadowbringers, but
That's so
That's
far
such a
away,
hard
though.
sell,
far
dude.
away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm really worried about that ARR wall because that sounds grindy as
No, that's
It
gonna burn
is.
you out.
Yeah, that's
no,
gonna burn you out.
I can assure you that's gonna burn you out. But they do say that in patch 1.3 they're gonna condense that. So you
Okay.
have hope.
I mean, we're in
Let's see.
5. We're in 0.08.
yeah,
Right?
5.3. That's the goal for the condensation of the quests.
Yeah.
Right now we're in 5.08.
Yeah. It's gonna. It's
gonna
a
be a
long
while.
way. Yeah. It's a long
It'll
way.
be next year.
Okay.
Or 2. I don't know.
No, next year.
What's that?
They're always on schedule.
Okay.
I'll guarantee this. I'm not gonna knock it till I try it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
okay.
try it
Okay.
till
Free trial. Yeah. I guess
Wanna
that's
be a
why we.
carpenter, baby.
Yeah, dude. Or forager, botanist. So,
Make some
Emile,
good chairs.
how's your week? Busy man.
Hello.
Vapey men.
Yes, as I vape into the microphone loudly. So my week, we already pretty much covered the hot-blooded racing of men.
Of men.
Yeah,
men.
during the Mario
There were
Kart.
women too. There were
Yeah,
women too.
there were. During the hot-blooded racing tournament. So I think that part of my week is done. So I have been very, very busy. But I mean, the segue is cold and lost. But you know what they say, strike while the iron is frozen.
What?
Since you talked about zombies,
Yeah.
zombies had something to do with my week as well.
Ooh, interesting.
I got to talking to some of my new friends over at the Rumble Royales.
Okay.
About the old game I made, Z.A.G.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I got to talking about it. They said they wanted to try it and stuff. Mostly, this came about because I got to talk to the tabletop PH people.
Right.
Yeah, so basically
Nice.
the tabletop PH people are this group of people who run D&D campaigns on stream, online, on Facebook.
Yeah.
And the cool part about them is that they're trying to introduce tabletop gaming, D&D, tabletop role-playing to the people. Specifically because they have sessions run exclusively in English and sessions run exclusively in Tagalog.
Interesting.
Yeah. I find that really cool about them. But
Critical 20.
Critical 20.
Critical
20. Dude, and because of that, we got started talking about like the old game Z.A.G that I made with my friends like
Right.
years and years back.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
I've seen this.
Yeah, so if you guys haven't heard about it, this was our version of D&D, like an oversimplified version of D&D that focuses more on storytelling, where it was a zombie apocalypse game, and basically we were like, oh, what are we gonna call it? It's a zombie apocalypse game. Let's just stick with that for now. Zombie apocalypse game. It's a placeholder. We'll figure out a name for it in the future, and we kind of just stuck with it, and we ended up just calling it Z.A.G.
Z.A.G.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's actually catchy.
No, yeah.
It's cool.
And I remember like way back in the day, we actually had like a lot of plans for Z.A.G, but like so basically we got to talking about it, and we want to I want to dig up one of the books I made and like maybe run a game or two.
Yeah.
And like it just got me thinking about all of the plans we used to have for this game, you know? Cuz back then we were actually thinking of making a companion app for Z.A.G.
Oh, that sounds useful.
that would automate all of the roles and keep track of all of your character
Yeah.
sheets. And the most important feature being saving your character in between sessions, right?
Yeah.
So next session you can just bring up your character sheet. It's all
It's
updated
right
and
there.
shit, and it would automate your roles. The proudest thing we had for it was the name, which was Z.A.G. The Zombie Apocalypse Game Great Electronic Repository.
Interesting. Sagger. Okay.
Yeah, Z.A.G. But man, like just nostalgiaing all over this Z.A.G thing. Would you be game?
Yes.
Yeah.
100%. 100%.
I mean, it's been a while since we had a tabletop session, you know,
Yeah.
with one of our patrons.
Patron?
Patron
The
Carlo.
Sherry
Patron,
And
tequila,
Patron Sherry.
tequila con margarita.
and the Carlo.
Blah.
But yeah, you should run this for us, dude.
Yeah.
Like one time, like we can make a whole thing out of it. Like what?
Stream it.
Maybe stream it.
I
Maybe
mean,
maybe just us.
It lends itself well to the audio format.
Yeah.
Ooh,
It
Oh.
does.
Ooh, what
Oh,
about a
I'd-
mega episode of
it's-
just a Z.A.G
it's
game?
this
It's
an-
just storytelling,
Is
dude.
this an Adventure Zone special of Z.A.G?
Adventure Zone
I'm into this.
special.
I'm into this.
We could try it out. We could try it out.
Yeah, let's do
Just
it.
see what happens. Cool.
Absolutely.
One,
Alright.
one recording session.
One
Let's
recording.
do it.
Yeah, we'll figure it out, man.
Yeah.
Besides that, the other thing I did with my very busy week was I got down to watching. I got very excited about this when I heard the news. I got down to watching Alton Brown's
Oh.
Good Eats
God damn.
The Return.
I watched it.
Yeah.
I haven't.
That's why I
No.
had some chicken parmesan
No,
chicken
this
a while
fucker,
ago.
when we were buying dinner earlier, he was staring lovingly at this tray of
Lovingly,
chicken.
really?
Oh, yeah, you were.
Well, I can't deny it.
You were staring lovingly at this plate of chicken parm, and I was just like, "Yo, have you seen the new episode?" And he's like, "Yeah, Good Eats, Good Eats. Yeah, this is why I'm buying chicken parm." Dude, like we tried to show the new episode to Raffy a while ago, but
Yeah.
unfortunately, the video has been region locked.
Yeah, fuck
Why?
you, YouTube.
Yeah,
Why?
I know. Dude, when it got released, it was free for all countries, all
Yeah.
creeds to watch.
Why can't
creeds.
why
I
can't
don't
we
know,
all
man.
enjoy some good eats?
Yeah.
With Alton
Goodies
Brown.
are ubiquitous, dude. You can't just rob that from us.
Yeah. And I think that's one of the reasons why I moved this part of my story from Rex to just my week, because I can't recommend it anymore.
Yeah,
Because
I want to
fucking-
watch it.
Yeah. How am I
Yeah.
supposed to show you Good Eats now? How am I?
I
How?
actually am gonna wreck it.
What?
You can't anymore.
No, I can't anymore. I'm
You
just
can't
joking.
anymore.
Alright.
What do you call it?
Rex
So-
Steeler, Migs Samson.
So, I guess if you want to watch Good Eats, it'll be from an illegitimate source now.
Or if
Or-
you go to the Food Network, I mean, there's
Using
a
your TV device.
Yeah, using your TV cable subscription.
Remember that old thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. Who has cable these
such
days, dude?
technology.
Yeah.
No, yeah. The episode was just as how I remember Good Eats to be. Like I would
I
like
think it would be. I think it's a better.
No, dude, it's absolutely
it
better,
got
but
better.
the soul of the show remains true, because it would still have these cheesy little skits in between where he's like
my
acting like a
God.
detective.
Oh,
or
dude,
like-
that tomato can.
yeah,
Oh,
the tomato
dude.
can part
Yeah,
where someone's
that's
selling
good.
illegal tomatoes.
Yeah. Like he explained that these particular
San Marzano.
this particular can has this distinct packaging.
Yes,
that
these
if you look
San
at it,
Marzanos.
this is San Marzano authentic tomatoes.
These things you're selling are not San
Yeah,
Marzanos.
they're fake.
They're fake. They only have the label of San Marzano, but not the approval.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
Stuff
It's
like
really
that.
cool.
It's super cool. And like even the little things about his set are the same.
Dude.
I freaked out when he opened his spice rack,
Yes.
and his spice rack was still the same spice rack with the Velcro on the walls, with like the same tins that he sticks to the walls using the Velcro. Yeah, it's like I was just like, yo, they kept that.
I'm really
I
impressed
don't even remember that.
because there are some shots that were just really good. Like I was really impressed when they showed a shot of inside the oven,
No,
and then
dude,
on some
he's
some
been doing that since
Yeah, and
the
the-
first
and
Good
then,
Eats.
Yeah,
yeah.
I know. Like I'm just trying
I
to
remember
like
this.
sell the show to our audience. Like there's some good shots in there. Like how they made the show. It's really wonderful in a very endearing way.
No, yeah.
Like there's some shots there where I don't know, like how can I explain it? It's like it's beautifully, like it's smoothly narrated.
No,
whenever,
yeah, you can feel the love in it for
Yeah.
sure. It's smoothly narrated.
Oh, that's important.
I think most of it is due to how Alton Brown is.
Mhm.
Yeah. He's super great. For anyone who's unfamiliar with the concept of Good Eats, basically it was this old ass show on Food Network way back in the day. It would show up right before Unwrapped.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And
Another
it was,
classic.
It was this cooking show that mixed elements of science and learning and just he would use interesting ways of presenting it
Yeah.
in order to make food interesting rather than it just being food, right?
Yeah.
He would share fun facts in between cuts.
Yeah.
He would present things via skits.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Fun little stuff like that. So think if you guys are familiar, maybe like Beekman's World or like
That's the
Bill
perfect
Nye the Science
comparison.
Guy, but
Yeah.
cooking.
Yeah.
A lot of people call Alton Brown the Adam Savage of cooking. Honestly,
I can agree with that.
now he even looks like
Like
Adam
right
Savage.
now, he
Right
looks
now.
like Adam Savage right
Oh
now.
yeah, absolutely. It's pretty funny. Donna was showing me Alton Brown's Ask Me Anything on Reddit, and so many people were saying, yo, are you gonna have Adam on the show? Do you hang out with Adam? Do you know Adam? And he's like, yes, I know Adam Savage, but he's too smart to hang out with. Oh yeah. And he would take pot shots at Guy Fieri.
Yeah,
like that.
that's-
No, yeah, it was hilarious. He's this really down to earth guy that just really wants to make engaging television.
Right.
Yeah, and you could tell that he's evolved from his past self because way back in the day, he hated what you would call unitaskers in your kitchen.
What does that mean?
Basically, a thing that only does one thing in your kitchen. For example, like maybe an egg separator.
Ugh.
Like that, it only does one thing. Or maybe
Gotcha.
like a garlic press. It
Yeah,
only
yeah.
presses garlic. It's useless.
I can see.
But now he's kind of turned around on it.
Really?
He's like, yo, back then I was kind of like a unitasker bigot. and now certain unitaskers I found their use and I've I'm more okay with them now.
Yeah, I was actually about to mention. There's this interview about Alton Brown.
Yeah.
When it comes to this version of Good Eats.
Yeah.
And there's this moment. There's this time where there's this void in television where Good Eats is gone,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And
The Dark
one
Ages,
of the
they call it.
reasons is that Alton Brown waited for the technology to get better.
Really?
Yeah, like he tried to study how people are viewing television or how people are consuming media,
Okay.
especially when it comes to food related stuff.
All right.
And he tries to study it. He tries to kind of observe it from afar at first, just to kind of learn what's going to trend in the future. And then I think now that I think this is the perfect time. I think he said to kind of go back to Good Eats and like start a new season of Good Eats with this new technology that he's learned from. Like, you know, it's really interesting. Like, of course, now we got web videos and YouTube and stuff like that available for people to consume media. So of course also technology, like there are some ingredients, for example, that aren't available back in the day but now is very available now. So that also kind of factors into what he wants to show in TV. Like, so there are some ingredients or there are some foods that he wants to showcase, but he can't because the ingredients are very hard to find.
No, yeah,
back in
but
the day.
nowadays,
Yeah.
one press of a button,
Yeah.
you have it's random ingredient number 3.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So stuff like that. It's interesting.
No, that's super cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
But like the main thing, like I love that it's back. It got me excited about chicken parm.
But now I'm kind of sad.
Why?
That, because it's region locked. It's YouTube.
yeah.
I was hoping that okay,
I have
this
something to
weekend.
look forward
Yeah,
to
I'm
every week.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Now we have to kind of rob it.
No, yeah,
from-
this was supposed to be happy news, but now it's very sad news.
Hey, no, I mean,
no, but now
Maybe they'll reverse it or whatever.
yeah,
maybe or like I mean VPNs exist, but like it just rubs me the wrong way.
yeah.
Like even though I can get to it, the sheer fact that somebody on the other side of the world
It's enjoying Alton Brown.
No, not even. Somebody on the other side of the world thought it was a wise idea to press a button to lock me out of this. That's what I'm outraged about. You didn't have to press that button, you fuck. You could have let me enjoy this show, but now I have to take extra steps to support the wonderful Alton Brown. So fuck you.
What is this entitled?
You are not a good eats.
No, see, you are the worst of eats. Because fuck, dude. See, like I would have been okay if by default it was region locked.
Sure, yeah.
But the thing is, they launched the
Yeah.
show. It wasn't
Yeah.
region
It was
locked.
open
Yeah.
It was
to everybody.
open, free for the wide world to watch. And then somebody on that side of the world was like, "Oops," and took extra steps to make sure I couldn't go back and watch.
You and a whole country, a whole region,
Oh Jesus!
robbed it from all of us.
Oof.
I've seen 0 seconds of this awesome new eats. And I wish I would have seen these new
Wish
eats.
you would have gone back in time.
I mean,
I wish I could have gone into the cave and became my father and watched these good eats.
Maybe get into the primer box, spend a week.
That's actually more.
Spend a week in the primer box, watch it when it comes out.
I could have.
That's a better idea, I guess,
Oh,
rather than
yeah.
fucking up the time.
Right.
That's not bad. That's not bad. Okay, besides good eats, there's some good time travel. Yeah.
That's a good time
That's a good time travel. Okay, so besides good eats, the other thing I spent time doing this week actually was researching spider mods for Raffy.
Oh, thank God. I was before you said mods, I was really scared.
No.
Okay, thank you, God.
So, cause I really want to play Minecraft with you guys.
All in my
I
head.
want to play something
like,
with you guys.
What?
in my head, I was like, Emile is researching spider mods to augment Raffy's physiology.
No, see, here's the thing. When you start looking for spider mods,
That gives you that.
no, when you first start looking,
Oh,
uh-oh,
is crime happening?
is
No, it's
crime
cats.
happening? No, that sounded like a child's scream coming from above us.
Oh.
Condominium, thin walls.
Probably spiders.
Probably spiders.
Okay.
So, while I was, when I began my spider mod journey
Yeah.
for Minecraft, in order to
Okay.
equip us with the right tools to enjoy with Raffy,
Yeah.
the first thing that pops up is this mod called More Spiders.
I put that. Oh God.
Are you serious?
No, yeah, more spiders.
God.
And the one thing this mod
Why?
does is add more spiders to Minecraft.
Yes.
And
Yes.
then
God
the
damn
sequel,
it. Why?
and then the sequel to this mod
Oh my God.
shows up next called Much More Spiders, which just replaces all the mobs with
A spider.
spiders.
Well, Charlie,
Yeah.
I guess you know what you're gonna
Dude,
install locally.
Cannot. Why did you? Why?
And then the further down you look, it's just mods that make the experience worse for Raffy.
Oh,
'Cause There's a
Jesus.
mod called like Spider Queen.
Ugh,
There's a
no.
mod called
What?
like
Why?
Spider Bosses.
Mm.
There's this one mod called Worse Spiders that just makes them more photorealistic.
I am dying right now.
It's
I am
the
dying.
absolute
I am dying. I'm
worst.
closing my eyes. I
Dude,
can't.
But
I'm closing my eyes to not see the imaginary spiders you're
But-
talking about.
But eventually, I stumbled upon a mod called arachnophobia.
Thank you, Lord. That's the first thing you should search.
No, yeah,
As
exactly. No,
as a bona fide spider.
no, my mistake was writing Spider Mods Minecraft.
Yeah.
That was my mistake.
That'll get you.
Amplifies the effect.
That'll get
actually.
you.
Yeah, so I found an arachnophobia mod, but the problem is with that is it's for an older version of the game. So it's not it hasn't been updated since 2017. So
Is
but
it-
the nice thing about this mod though is that it removes all spiders from the game. It removes all spider dungeons from the game.
Cool.
It removes like spiders cannot spawn. You cannot summon spiders. Even if
Sweet,
you throw a
sweet, sweet.
spider egg down, a spider will not come out.
Sweet, 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 sweet,
Okay,
sweet.
that's
And,
interesting.
And in order to get past the part where, yo, what happened? I need spider silk. I need a spider eye.
Yeah,
where do we get that?
Yeah.
It fixes that by so when you destroy wool, you get 4 pieces of string. Zombies have a chance to drop spider eyes.
Okay.
That kind of stuff. So
Okay.
it kind
Then-
of fixes that problem.
But it will also freak out Raffy if he.
if he picks up a spider eye,
Yeah.
Why?
Like the mere mention of spider
Ah,
eye
yeah, that's
would
true.
freak out
And
Raffy.
It's workable though. It's workable.
It's workable. It's
As long as the
workable.
form factor and symptoms of a spider.
No, but
Yeah.
yeah, the problem with that though
Uh-huh.
is that it's an old mod.
Yeah.
So it won't work for the most recent
There's
version of the game.
new arachnophobia mod.
This arachnophobia man seems to have
Cured himself of
vanished.
arachnophobia.
Oh no!
and he has not updated the mod since 2017.
Who took this man?
Who took this man from
this
us?
beautiful man from us? Who did it? Is it the Good Eats regional lock guy? Is it him again?
Is it
Oh, no.
is it him taking extra steps to make sure we have a worse time?
Ah, jeez.
Dude. So
Why are you giving us hope, Emile?
There's-
dude,
Villain.
Why are you?
but okay, Raffy, I'm not gonna freak you out, but I'm gonna show you an image.
Oh,
Because I think I've found a good medium.
Okay, keep it over there. Keep
No,
it over
no,
there.
I will keep it
No,
over
don't
there.
Put it in my
but
face.
instead of a mod, my initial suggestion was a texture pack, which will make the spider more palatable right?
What?
Because if it's all like the black spider with the red eyes, like it'll be like ew, right? But if we replace the texture of the spider into something happier, maybe we can get past this fear, right?
Of all my problems in the spiders, it's not their mood. Emile.
No, it's their visage, right? It's their
think you
visual.
take the spider, you take its texture and
Yeah.
replace it with something completely different.
I don't
like
want to
chicken.
see it, dude. It's
No.
freaky.
No.
I don't want to see. Oh,
No, I'm gonna show you.
You made.
fine.
This is wonderful for the audio format.
Yeah, because
but
they
I
won't
will
see
show
it.
you
Okay.
right here
Put it over there. Just
the
keep it over
majesty
there.
of this spider skin.
I mean, yeah, it's
not
actually
bad.
better. It's better.
It's not bad.
No,
It's better.
Really?
No.
Really?
For the audio listeners
No,
out
I
there,
don't like it.
it's just the spider model, but it looks like Spider-Man.
It's colored in Spider-Man colors.
No, yeah, look
Yeah.
at it.
Oh my god, really?
No.
It's even blocky, right?
It's not the colors, dude. Oh no, you're spinning it around. You can spin it around. No.
Yeah.
I don't want to see it. I don't wanna see it.
Okay.
I don't want to see it.
Okay.
No.
Wow.
No.
Really?
Form factor.
Damn.
Form
It's all
factor.
about form factor.
Not colors.
Okay. I have a plan C. Because I knew
Let's
this
make
would
it a
happen.
ball.
Yeah, I knew this would happen. I did a deep dive into some forums, and I found another man, another savior to men, who has the exact same problem as us.
Don't give him hope, rap.
So he starts out this thread by saying that, yo, I have a friend that I dearly love and want to play Minecraft with, but he is deathly afraid of spiders.
Yeah.
So I took it upon myself to mod the model of the spider into something else.
Wow.
And basically, he made this texture pack that replaces all spiders with toasters.
But
Alright,
it's a
I'm good with
texture
that.
pack. It's still gonna.
No.
Look
It
like a-
fixes the model too. It removes the
Okay,
legs.
so it's not a texture pack.
legs.
It
It's
removes
a,
the legs. So it's just a cube.
You remove sound too? Sound and movement?
I don't. The spider sounds in Minecraft are just like.
yeah.
I can mute the
No,
game.
yeah,
I can mute the game. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Alright.
Dude.
Oh my god.
But this man has replaced the spiders with toasters.
What a god among men.
Okay, I
So-
could
This
get
is
by
how
with that.
all arachnophobia mods should be handled. All
Like
of them.
Toasters.
Toasters.
Dude, so
Skyrim toasters.
if I could figure out how to get this mod onto our server, to
Alright.
turn all spiders in the world into toasters, I think we might stand a chance at playing with Raffy.
Yes. And for all this effort you've done, I guarantee that I will play with you Minecraft if you can get this done.
If I can turn the spiders into
Yes,
toasters.
100%. I will play Minecraft with all
Alright.
of you.
One caveat though.
Uh-oh.
One
Damn it, Emile.
minor
Why
caveat.
are you why are you edging Raffy?
No, because I went on the journey. I want you guys to go on this journey with me.
All right.
Jesus.
As you knock over your vape juice.
No, yeah. So one caveat about this mod. He managed to turn the spiders into toasters, but the actual model of the spider is actually still there. It's just invisible, right?
Uh-oh.
It's just invisible. So the thing is, when you hit the toaster,
It goes like one frame
for
flashing.
one frame, a red silhouette of a spider.
Oh no, it's even
shows
red.
up. Oh no!
God.
It's impossible.
Dude,
The dream is dead.
is the dream
You
dead?
already killed it.
No.
I mean, you could have saved that while we
sounds
were playing.
terrible, dude.
No.
That would be
That sounds
more
terrible,
I
hilarious.
wouldn't do that to Raffy. That sounds
That
worse
sounds
than just
terrible.
spiders.
Yeah,
The
the
threat
only
of
thing.
flashing spider.
Dude, the
The
sort of
only-
flashing
the-
ghost spiders are actually more terrifying than
Yeah,
normal.
exactly.
No, yeah.
Like,
In cube form.
Because you know how when you hit mobs, they flash red for a second.
Yeah.
That's what's happening. That's what's happening.
I mean, every time you
The red flash is still programmed in, and he can't fix it somehow.
we can't fix this. We can't fix Minecraft
No,
for
you know
Raffy.
who we need? We need
Notch.
No, we need well-known computer man Aris
Yeah.
to
Ah,
help
yes.
us. I believe
the
that
actual
Aris,
god of war.
the actual god of war, can help us with our spider problem.
You probably
I
can.
mean, yeah.
Oh God.
What a
You,
journey.
you know what's worse than a spider? A
What?
spider that's suddenly there.
Flashing red.
and you know he's suddenly there because of you. Because
Yeah.
you hit him.
Yeah.
You hit
Ah!
it. You provoked it.
You provoked the toaster.
It's on you.
The spirit of the spider inside the toaster got angry.
This toaster stand.
Damn it. The toaster stand is a spider.
Yeah.
I don't know if you see me. I'm getting sweaty.
Oh no.
Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
yeah, we
I'm
can
getting
see
oily.
it.
Okay.
Jesus.
Okay. I think
God
that is
damn.
it for my week. I will continue my
Thank you,
quest to
Lord.
get rid of spiders in Minecraft.
Thank you.
I
You
will
beautiful
continue.
man.
I will continue. I need to play Minecraft with Raffy. We need to get rid of the spider menace.
I mean, I tried also. Oh man, this is not safe for Raffy. But I
NSFR.
not safe for Raffy.
I mean, I also tried my part. Actually,
Really?
yeah, to
Oh,
kind
wow.
of
the spider effort.
well, to research about arachnophobia.
Oh, in general.
That's bad. So
Oh,
okay.
it led me to this YouTube rabbit hole of people recording themselves feeding spiders.
I
Stop.
see.
Stop.
Yeah.
How does this help?
Yeah.
Not at all.
Thanks,
but
Samson.
Okay.
But-
Thank you.
Thanks,
I
Samson.
was fascinated by it.
I
Like-
am just going to die now. Thank you.
Like, I mean, I can't. This is really not safe for Raffy. If you're Raffy, if you are listening to this, Raffy, you should skip this for 10 minutes.
I know.
Primer box, right?
Yeah, no,
Primer
no,
box.
Primer box only goes backward.
Only goes back.
Yeah.
Get in the dark hole. Get in the dark hole. Get in the dark hole.
Now I am Samson's father.
No.
Yeah, primer box goes backwards, man.
Yeah. So anyway, what else, Emile? What is your?
No, dude, I think that's it for my weeks. I'm all up for Rex, man.
Yeah, baby.
Rex,
Let's
baby.
wreck it. Gonna
Let's
wreck it.
Gonna wreck it.
All right. So I will just start this wreckage of an episode, and I'm not gonna recommend spiders. Don't worry. But man, that YouTube channel, dude.
Oh, Jesus
I
Christ.
just-
Shut up.
I
don't want
just-
it. I don't want it.
I just learned many types of tarantula family. Yeah, anyway, my recs for this episode is gonna be a podcast called The Cutdown.
The cut
Cut
down.
Down.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's interesting. It is from the Idle Thumbs Network, and it is a podcast about the art of trailer editing.
Oh.
And it's
okay,
also
okay.
a podcast about behind the scenes of the trailer editing industry.
Okay.
So it's pretty cool. Like there are this topics. They have topics like those trending trailer bits where it shows you like the last few seconds of the trailer and then title screen and then shows the full trailer. Like there's like a mini trailer within the trailer.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I
like
get you.
like they
yeah.
kind of
Usually
discuss
bugs
it.
me out.
Yeah, I
Like,
gotcha. I
They kind
gotcha.
of discuss the advantages and disadvantages of that style. editing. So it's something like that. And but yeah, it's a pretty awesome podcast. It's hosted by a Hollywood trailer editor named Rick Thomas and an indie game trailer maker called Derek Liu. So
Alright.
it's interesting. You guys give it a listen. Sorry, a watch. A listen. And yeah, their format is mostly like one episode, one topic. So it's pretty informative. If you guys
alright.
want to check out, what's happening when it comes to editing trailers or anything specific when it comes to editing trailers.
Super cool.
Yeah.
Like a glimpse into the life of Peter.
Yeah,
No,
basically.
yeah, basically.
So to cut down, I'm gonna wreck it.
Nice.
You're gonna wreck it.
I'm gonna wreck
You
it.
wrecked it hard.
Yeah.
Okay, so for my turn on this wreckage,
Okay.
for my turn on this wreckage, I would like to recommend a manga series that I'm a big fan of, but I don't think I've ever talked about on this show. And I'm going to wreck it because a new chapter came out.
Is this Berserk?
Yes.
Okay.
So, I would like to wreck Berserk. So, for any of those uninitiated out there, Berserk is an old-ass manga
Oh yeah.
that has been going on for a long-ass time.
More than 5 years. More than 5 years.
Way
right?
more. But what do you call it? The main issue with it being how long it takes for chapters of Berserk to come out.
Yep.
Yeah. So recently a new chapter of Berserk came out, which
Yeah,
like
It's like last year was the last chapter I know when you were kind of discussing it.
no,
with
yeah,
us.
yeah. I think
like-
it was around that time, but just like I think last week, a new chapter of Berserk dropped, and like it talks about a moment that's been like on everyone's mind for the past whole bunch of years, because like fuck dude, we've been waiting so long for this manga to actually finish. It's one of those pieces of work that you're actually scared that the mangaka will die before it gets done, because it's taking so dang long. But just to sell you guys on Berserk, it's not for the faint of heart. It's not for anyone with like any sensitivities about really violent topics, because it does tend to be crude.
Yep. I read a few chapters.
No, yeah, that's the first thing I'm gonna say about Berserk. It's not shy from like really heavy topics, and for some people that's the hook. But I really think it's the way it does world building and the way it does character construction and the way it does relationships between characters is honestly interesting. And the more interesting part about it is its age and how it's aged, you know? Because the very first chapter of Berserk is very different from like the most latest chapter of Berserk. Like you can see not only the story evolving,
The quality in art evolving also.
the quality of the art evolving. You can also see maybe the mangaka evolving. Like I think now, Berserk is like it's a cult classic. Everyone loves it. There are some people who hate it. There are some people who love it. But at the end of the day, it's something interesting to talk about.
Yeah.
And I think it's even gotten more interesting now because of its unique situation as something that takes so much time to come out that you can really feel the difference in the chapters.
Cool.
Yeah. And just to add a little, like one more laurel to its cap, like maybe the detail that Miura takes to draw these panels is just mind-boggling.
Yeah.
Like he takes the time. Like these backgrounds are no joke. Like when a release of Berserk comes out, you're always like, that's why it took so much time. You know, besides Miura fucking playing World of Warcraft and Love Live. Yeah. So yeah, new chapter of Berserk came out. Read Berserk.
Nice.
Read Berserk. Yeah, please.
Gotta wreck it.
Gonna wreck it.
Yeah, right.
Right.
All right. So it's my turn. Yo, okay. I'm gonna recommend another Corridor Crew thing.
Okay.
I've recommended Corridor Crew as a channel,
Yeah.
but like, it's since I've been watching so much of it, and like, it's always like a big part of my day. Like whenever I draw commissions or write stuff or do anything, I always have Corridor Crew on. Like, and I just want to recommend this new thing that they're doing. It's their Olympic series.
Okay.
What's this?
It's where they do like a famous character and that. So the first episode is the Tom Cruise Olympics, wherein they find out who in the office is the most Tom Cruisiest
That sounds
of all.
really bad.
Okay.
The Thomas of all cruises.
What are the fucking metrics for being a Tom
Yeah.
Cruise?
I'm glad you asked.
The laugh?
The number one thing is the Tom Cruise run.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
So you have to run like and handle a phone call while they ask you questions and you have to say answers while running.
Okay.
And what they measure is not the speed, but the straightness of your back.
Yeah, the form.
Holy shit.
The
Okay.
form of your running as
Okay.
you're answering
Oh,
this
God.
phone call. It's so funny. And like the second event was
It has to be the laugh. There's no laugh?
There's no
Okay.
laugh.
Oh, jeez.
I forgot
okay.
the other event. The second event was the cornering of Tom Cruise.
Okay.
When he's turning a corner, he's so like at an extreme angle, at almost
Really?
a
Almost
45
robotic?
degree angle. So they do that. They run a corner and they take all the footage and analyze it on camera, put like a measurement, like a
fucking
a protractor on screen, and they
Okay.
measure the degree at which you're leaning.
Jesus.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
It's so
Wait, I've never noticed. Does Tom Cruise lean like a fucking
Yeah, I
bike?
didn't notice that one.
When he
like,
turns?
Like
Yeah.
the corner turning,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
didn't
yeah.
know.
I never
like
noticed.
the running, I know it's a
He's
signature.
insanely like at
Jesus.
extreme angle. Yeah.
Interesting. Interesting bit. Interesting Tom Cruise fact.
It's so funny. It's so funny. And they did also like the Indiana Jones, like who's the Indiana Jones Olympics.
Okay.
Like who's better with the whip and like some problem solving. They even had like a start where who can withstand the arc the best. So
How would
yeah.
they measure that?
They put a leaf blower in front of people and you're not supposed to flinch.
Okay. I
So
get it.
funny.
okay.
The current one is the Jackie Chan Impersonator Olympics.
Okay.
Oh man.
Yeah,
I mean,
so watch. They're all 3 episodes so far. So yeah,
Yeah.
further clue.
So I guess if you'd like to find out who's on the Mount Rushmore of Tom Cruise's,
Yes.
watch the Tom Cruise
Olympics.
Olympics.
Yes,
Yeah.
that is where
man,
you find it.
When you mentioned the Tom Cruise Olympics, I just remembered this bit in an MTV Music Awards thing
Yeah.
where they kind of hired Ben Stiller to do some skits, and it's
Okay.
there's this one skit where he is Tom Cruise's stunt double in Mission Impossible 2, and he's trying to compare Tom Cruise to himself too much that he's saying that we have the same laugh, and then he's just laughing with him and trying to compare if it's the same laugh as Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
And then he's also doing the same walk and the same clothes. That's funny though. So yeah, I guess that's it. That's our wreckage for this episode.
wreckage.
That's a
Big
whole
wreckage.
lot of wreckage.
Is it?
I mean, 3's a lot.
These more than 2 is a lot. More than 1 is a lot.
Ah.
Got you there.
Yeah, visual cues in an audio podcast. Anyways, I guess that's it. That's our good trade. That's a good trade.
That's
a pretty good trade.
The good trade.
And if you want more good trades, you can
maybe
go.
even 42 more good trades.
I guess.
Yeah.
420 more good trades.
I mean, that's for the
No, I mean,
future.
like if I get into that dark hole,
that
I
dark
might
cave.
come out and like there's fucking 420
And then we'll
episodes of fucking good trades.
and we'll both be your father, Raffy.
Wait.
I mean, we'll go. We'll all go to.
Dude, nothing
the-
makes sense in the dark universe.
Yeah, that's plausible.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Yeah, but if I went back and got into my primer box and stayed there for like 3 years, there would be 1 episode of Good Trades.
And you
Does
can.
that make sense?
That's right, and you can find that on our Spotify channel page.
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah, and also
On
on
those
You
Apple,
may find us also on the Apple Podcasts.
Podbean,
Stitcher.
LimeWire.
One cast.
There
There's
is
a one cast. That's not a fake one. That's
okay,
not a fake
interesting.
Podbean. Did you already say Podbean?
You did.
one. Beyond Pod.
Dark.
Darkcast.
Yeah, dark.
Dark
But yeah,
Pod.
and also
Dark
you
Bean.
can
Anchor.
Winamp.
Breaker.
Walkman.
Does Winamp even have a podcast feature?
Oh, man.
LimeWire.
Eh.
Get that download.
Kazaa.
Might be porn. Might be our episode. You don't know. You know
Views.
which is which.
Will this file kill my computer or will it be a good trade?
Fine. Also, you can find us on Facebook
Yes.
at facebook.com/Good Trades Brigade. And Twitter, we're also Twitter
At the GT,
at GT Brigade. Yep.
And if you would like to support the show for a price of a cup of coffee, keep the lights on, improve the show, help us get better equipment, keep the show up to par, you can support us over at the www.patreon.com/goodtradesbrigade.
Also, another incentive.
Yep.
If you become a patron in our Patreon page, you
Tequila.
can have an advanced screening of one of our delightful MTG videos
Yes.
that Miggy
Produced
is.
by the Migoy.
Yeah,
Right.
The king of
produced.
Migoys.
Among other videos that may or may be coming out soon. We're making very vaguely. Oh, yeah.
Get in the dark hole, find out.
Who is actually all our fathers?
Who's the father?
Did
It's probably
did
Migoy.
Miggy write the book?
Why are you visually winking at us?
I don't know. I'm
Wait.
doing the squint.
So if I got in the dark hole and went to
Yeah.
the future and became someone's father,
Mm-hmm.
and I wanted to figure it out, I could get into the primer box and then
Right.
spend a year.
No, you would know. You would know.
Yeah, you would
lived
know.
through
You
it.
lived-
There's
you
nothing to
lived
figure
through it.
out.
You Captain America did. That's what's wrong in the Avengers.
Oh wow, you're right.
You lived it.
Oh yeah.
Actually, that's something that
I'm
I
sorry,
have.
I didn't know how the dark hole worked.
Actually, that's my question in the Avengers. Like,
Yeah.
when he got in back in time, so there's gonna be 2 Steve Rogerses.
Yeah, that was weird. Maybe he ended up like really like not.
Find out in the next episode of Good Trades. Keep it going. Watch Dark
We can play this all day.
by Light and Loss.
Twilight and Lost.
Good trades. Good trades. Good trades.
3.6 run again. Not great. Not terrible.
By Light and Lost.
101111110.
00011.